Right, we are live. Welcome everyone to this Rainbow Cup South Africa live stream. It is going to be the Bulls versus the Sharks, the battle of the top of the table. At the moment, the Sharks sitting in first on 10 points, the Bulls sitting in second on 8. Whoever wins this game will move on to continue to be in first place, and I am very excited for it. Currently 4:15 a.m. New Zealand time, but didn't want to miss this game. Hope you are all well and hope you are excited for a big match that we have got ourselves. Do let me know your score predictions in the chat as well. I am just setting up my scoreboard as we are speaking, and yeah, it should be a very exciting matchup. I know that there was a very close match between the Stormers and the Lions as well that did just take place, so hopefully it will be the case in this one as well with a very close one. But the Sharks are away from home, at the Bulls are the home side, and yeah, looking forward to it. Even though it is early morning at the moment, we will say it's 0-0. They are showing the captain there, who will be hoping to lead from the front for his side and get them a big win here. And now we will just have to wait and see how this match is going to be going. The Sharks are in white is what I was trying to say. My brain's probably a little bit scrambled, so I do apologize if some sentences don't quite work out for myself, but hopefully we will be able to get there in the end. But yeah, very exciting. And we are watching the Bulls now at home walking out, and this match is only a couple minutes away. But I feel like if I had to pick someone to be able to score the first try of this match, I am going with the Bulls. Number 14, Madosh Tambwe. He has been playing very impressive throughout the past little while. And my cat is coming back as well. He is coming straight up to watch this game of rugby. And he's probably wondering why I am still awake at this hour of the night. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Are you looking forward to it? Who's going to be winning this match? Do you think? They are showing Dwayne Vermeulen at the moment, and perhaps he will be able to have a captain's performance here and have a very good start, or perhaps they are showing Sia Khaleesi there would be able to go all right for his side as well. My cat's looking very confused, but we are only moments away from kickoff, which is a very exciting factor. They are also showing it is, I believe, that would be Mornay Smith in the number 3 jersey for the Bulls. And my cat hopefully will get comfy, and I am relaxed. I am ready to go. My voice is somehow still going, but it is going to be Mornay Stain who will be kicking this one off, and also it will be Jaco Piper who will be in charge with the whistle in this one. Yeah, I know I messed up the word, didn't I? But nonetheless, we are only moments away from kickoff now between these two sides, and it looks like it is going to be Oxnashare who possibly will be lifting the man. My cat is just going to keep on staring at me throughout this one by the looks of it. But now kickoff is upon us in this Rainbow Cup South Africa match, match 6 of the competition. And kickoff is happening, and it's going to be Mornay Stain who has kicked it high and kicked it short. And it's going to be taken nicely in the end there by the man in the number 15 jersey, Apalele Lafasa. It's very hard to concentrate with a cat looking straight up at me. I will be honest. That one has gone high into the sky, and Trevino Jacobs trying to line that one up. It's going to bounce nicely, but it has gone backwards, and now the Bulls have knocked that one under Mornay Stain's hand. This is very awkward at the moment at the start of this match, but now it is going to be the scrum feed for the Sharks because of the knock-on from Mornay Stain. But looking like it is going to be a very fast-paced game between these two sides. Mornay Stain, he had a great performance in the last match against the Stormers. It was. I ended up watching that game, and it was on at 4:15 a.m. Yeah, just a little knock on there, they did say, although it looked like from that maybe it didn't touch his hand. But yeah, do let me know who you think is going to be winning this match in the comments below. But Mornay Stain just knocking that one on, unfortunately for that man. And now it means that it is going to be the scrum, the first scrum of this match between these two sides. Like I mentioned, top of the table clash between them. The cat is not happy at something. I will have to try and hook my headphones over the side of my arm so that he doesn't get annoyed by the cable. Morning, mate. Seth Bertie, welcome to the live stream, mate. Who are you picking in this match? Do let me know the pack weights in this one, and it is going to be the penalty, I believe it was, in that one. But the Bulls have the slightly smaller pack in this match, I believe it was. So the Sharks will want to use that to their advantage. I'm looking at their front row of Oxnashare. They've got Thomas Detoy as well, having some very good games recently. And then you've got Mbata in the midfield. And I feel like he's going to be a man who they can go to off that rolling maul as well. And we have seen in the past that has been effective. Bulls by 5 or 3. Says Birdie, and of course they are at home, so they have got that little bit of home field advantage, but of course no crowds, so it means that it is slightly cancelled out a little bit. But Bulls by 5, I feel like won't be a mile off in this one. Of course, we did see the match between the Stormers and the Lions, only split by a couple points. In the end, the Stormers were able to get that win. That is a big scrum from both sides there, and I think from that, Who has got this ball at the moment? I think it's Sia Khaleesi at the back. Yes, he has got it. Now it is going to be fired back into the hands of Kerwin Bosch, trying to find a bit of space, and he has kicked it over the top of the winger. And it means now that it is going to be a line out, and it will be the Bulls who have got the throw. I believe that would have been Tumbwe who had that ball going just over his head. We did get to see quite a bit of territory game being played in an earlier match of Super Rugby Aotearoa between the Blues and the Rebels, and then the Blues cancelled that out and they put on 50 points. So perhaps that could happen in this game as well. I think there's going to be 50 points between these two sides all together, and this is going to be now Krobala who is going to be throwing this ball in. He had a very good game last time because of the fact I couldn't pronounce his name to save myself. Mornay Steyn now is going to be clear in this one. And it's going to be close to touch. It is taken nicely by Werner Koch, who has actually been promoted into the starting lineup for this match. Originally, it was going to be the combination of Yapinke and also it was Sebu Nkosi. But instead now, it is going to be Pinke on the right wing side and it will be Werner Koch on that left wing side. So I'm not sure whether that was something to do with an injury perhaps or something along those lines, but just a late change to the starting lineup. That, of course, normally I'm not too great with these names as it is, but when you make late changes, I will have a little bit of a shocker sometimes. But I do thank you guys as well because of the fact that you guys help me out a lot when it comes to the names and pronunciations. That one is going to be still in the hands of the Bulls, 40 metres out from the line now. Now it's going to be Mornay Steyn going across into Cornell Hendricks' hands. It's been knocked down there, and it has gone backwards. Now it's gone forwards, and now it is going to be a scrum. Lions threw the game away, giving away a penalty at the end, said Bertie. See, I didn't actually get a chance to watch that game because of the fact that it was Nkosi injured, says Bertie as well. And yeah, I didn't actually get to see the end of that game because of the fact that the Chiefs versus Western Force game was still taking place as well. We have also got Jimbo Cook in the chat, as said Hornet Bulls as well. And he is hoping that the Bulls will be able to get the win here up against the Sharks, and they will have a good opportunity here to add 3 points onto the board. Now, last time, I did actually put the 3 points up before Mornay Steyn had kicked it over and he missed. So I'm going to make sure that I do wait until this one is over before I add it to the board. But yeah, I am excited to see who is going to be able to win this game. Neither of these sides have lost in the Rainbow Cup so far. So perhaps one of the W's will have to go in this one. Or sorry, one of the L's will have to come. I don't know what to say. Hi guys, lovely to be joining you again, says Gail Jacobs as well. And welcome to the live stream, mate. Good to see you. And yeah, it's awesome to see all of you guys who are watching these games. It is 4:20 a.m. here in New Zealand, but I love the fact that we have still got people around watching these games of rugby. Mornay Steyn has got that one, and because of it now, the Bulls are going to take the lead in this match, and the score is going to be 3-0 over the Sharks. And I will ask the question, I always ask it, who is going to score the first try in this match? Do let me know in the chat who you think. That was a cracker of a game, Chiefs versus Force here, going right down to the wire, and then the kick in the end was unfortunately missed for the Western Force. Got so close, and it meant that now New Zealand sides, 5 of the wins coming their way. And hopefully next round we do get to see a couple Australian wins in there as well. But it is going to be Kerwin Bosch once again kicking off this one for the Sharks. Werner Koch chasing this one hard. He hasn't quite got there though. Tackle the man who was jumping for it, and it was a very good job from him. And that was a big kick downfield. And that was from the man in, I'm not sure who that was. Actually, now I think about it, Abalele Fase has just been forced into touch there from the Sharks. I thought I knew who it was, but it isn't actually the man who I thought it was. So maybe I will have to wait and see to see if they do say his name. But at the moment, 3-0 after 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Of course, I have to go with the scoreboard here because of the fact that my other one, for some reason, doesn't seem to like me very much for these South African games. So hopefully I will be able to keep track of that, and I will just keep you guys informed with how far through this game we are as it does happen. But it is going to be, once again, Krobala, who is going to be throwing this line out in 40 metres out from their own line. At the moment are the Bulls. It is going to be now in the hands of Mornay Steyn with a little chip in behind. That's looking good. Who's it going to set up for? It's going to be straight into the hands of the number 13, which is Marco Janssen van Vuren. And now it is a seller, the dummy from the number 1, which is Hunt Stennekamp. And they are going with all of the names that I can't say very well at the moment, it is fair to say. But now it is going to be in the hands of Papier. Going back, it's been dropped though there by the number 3, which is Mornay Smith. And that is unfortunate for them. And now this ball is going around all over the place, still playing advantage now. It's been fired back into the hands of the number 12 for the Sharks. And he has kicked that one very high in the sky. And has almost been taken drop ball again. Not sure whether or not there is any moisture in the air perhaps, because there has been the ball dropped many times so far. And I guess someone we need to talk about is Jaden Hendrickse is actually starting in the number 9 jersey. That is instead of the normal man who is there, which is normally Grant, but he is nowhere to be seen. Grant Williams, that is. Grant Williams, I believe that is his name. And that means now that they have got the new change. And also on the bench, they are going with Nohaba as well. So I think there may be an injury to Williams, I would think, if he was going to be not playing this match, because he has been playing very well throughout the Rainbow Cup so far. Now at this stage, the Sharks, and already a head knock by the looks of it for one of the players, which is not what we like to see early on. Looks like a bit of pain in the back of the neck. The ice pack has come out, and hopefully he will be all right to continue. Yeah, at the moment, I said Tambwe was going to be the man who scores the first try in this match. That was Marco Jansen van Veeren, who was getting the ice pack there. So hopefully he is all right, because he has been very good throughout this Rainbow Cup as well. But now we are just waiting for this one to be thrown in. For the line-out throw, it will be Mbata, who has got this one in hand. And at the moment, the Sharks are 40 metres out from the Bulls line. He has gone to the front there, claimed nicely there. And it is going to be the rolling maul now. Mbata with the ball at the back. This is something that the Sharks have gone to many times throughout this Rainbow Cup, and it has been pretty successful overall. And they are slowly starting to march up the field. 35 out now from the Bulls line. Looks like it is going to be the man in the number 9 jersey, which in this one is Hendrickse. He is calling his shots. It is going sideways. They have been told to use it now. And it is looking like it's going off in all kinds of directions in that rolling maul. But now at this stage, it is going to be the penalty now to the Bulls as well. So the rolling maul didn't quite work in the favour of the Sharks in that one. But now the Bulls have got a very good attacking opportunity. It was Mbata who just couldn't quite get that ball out. Papier to score first as well from Bertie. And yeah, that is probably a decent shout. The number 9 for the Bulls has been playing pretty well as well. Thanks for the commentary, mate. You'll be live next World Cup in Stadium as well, says good. And then the peace out emoji, or the peace emoji from Jimbo Cook. And I do appreciate that, mate. And yeah, it's one of those ones. I have been struggling with some of these South African names, but something that I love about this is the fact that you guys are willing to help me with it rather than just completely destroying me in the comments, which I feel like is something that could happen. But luckily, I have had you guys who have been very supportive in terms of me learning some of these names. And yeah, I just love doing these as well. Now it is going to be in the hands of Krobala, who is trying to drive forward for the Bulls. Someone has stayed down, and by the looks of it, it is Mbata, who is only just... he doesn't look too good there, Mbata. And because of it now, it looks like he is going to be going off the field. Once we have a stoppage, that is quick hands. Almost Mornay Smith not able to hold the ball once again. And because of it, the knock-on advantage to the Sharks. It is going to be now Hendrickse goes back to Kerwin Bosch. Now it's going to be goes to Werner Koch now, trying to find a bit of a gap and an opportunity. And it is going to be back in the hands of once again. And they have still got this ball 40 metres out from their own line here, the Sharks. 9 minutes into this game, 3-0 at this stage. Now they are trying to drive forwards. Thomas Tadoy, who was having a bit of a run. Now it's going to be Kerwin Bosch kicking this one in behind, and it doesn't look good for Mbata at the moment, and that one has gone into touch. And that means now that they will be able to do a stoppage, and they will be able to get Mbata checked out, because that doesn't look good at the moment when you are holding their neck still while he is lying on the ground. 3 appearances this season, and he was definitely not ready to come off the field. We have also got show us the game, please, says Simone. Unfortunately, due to copyright, as soon as I show any snippet, even if it was a second, they would end up taking the live stream down due to copyright, and we would be banned from live streaming for 3 months. So I wish I was able to show it, but yeah, they don't actually let you do that because of the copyright side of it. We have also got doing well with your pronunciations as well, says Gail, and I do appreciate that as well. Have a screen of live game behind you, says Jimbo Cook. I believe even if it was in behind and it was a small screen, like I'd love to be able to have the screen up in this corner or something along those lines. But yeah, as soon as you do anything like that, it is a 3-month ban, and yeah, it's very unfortunate in that regard, because I wish I could show you guys these games. But luckily, I think there are some highlights that get uploaded later on after they are live, if I'm not wrong. But Jaco Piper now having a bit of a chat to, it is the man in the number 8 jersey, Dwayne Vermeulen, the captain. Appreciate, thanks, mate, as well, says Jimbo Cook. And they are saying definite penalty now. And yeah, at this stage, there has been quite a few fumbles throughout the early stages of this match. Mbata getting a bit of a nice back to the back of the neck. That seems to be the way to go for the Sharks players here, getting his head checked out a little bit, because that would be a big hit. They have got the man on the bench, which is Kieran van Veeren, which is a name that I find harder to say than Mbata. So hopefully he can stay out there for a bit longer. But he looks like he is a little bit tender by the looks of it in the back of the head. And that is not what you like to see, but he is up and he is running around, which is always a good sign because we saw that Ruben Love in the Hurricanes game for Super Rugby Trans-Tasman actually ended up breaking his neck from just trying to make a tackle. And it's just crazy how dangerous this can be sometimes, but all these guys seem to love doing it as well. That one has gone to the front, almost stolen there for the Sharks, but it is still in the hands of the Bulls. No, they have got this one now, the Sharks. Now it's going to be Hendricksa, goes into the hands of Noche now, who is trying to make a couple meters just outside of the 22. Now are the Sharks. Kuhn Bosch fires it back into the hands now of, it is going to be the number 12, which in this one is Jeremy Ward, who has been tackled once again. Now it is going to be a little kick in behind from Kuhn Bosch looking for the touchline, and he has found it. And that is going to be about 15 meters out from the Sharks line, or sorry, from the Bulls line. And at this stage, it looks like they are just going to be doing what they do best, which is playing the territory game, the Sharks, and then from there, making the most of a line out, which they will have an opportunity at here soon. But Krobala, very good with his line out throw so far. Pretty accurate, I believe, if I'm not wrong, in this Rainbow Cup. So he will be hoping that he can get this one straight because there is a lot of pressure on this throw as well. He is going to the front now. Has been claimed now by the number 4 now. It is going to be fired across by Papier. And that is a big bit of contact between two big forwards there. But the Bulls have still got this ball, and they are only 15 out. So by the looks of it, Papier is going to be kicking this one in behind. The ball was out, and he has kicked that one extremely high, and that one is going into touch. Wintercock thinking about taking the quick throw, but it was a mile into touch. So no chance of that happening. But at the moment, both sides kind of having that feeling out process that we are used to seeing in these tough matchups, because of the fact that these are the two top sides, both winning both games that they have played so far, 2 from 2. And one side is going to have to lose this game and the other is going to be the winner. Unless, of course, we end up with a draw, which I'm not sure what happens there, whether it is 2 points each or whether or not they go into the stage of golden point. Because I know that they have ditched that rule in Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. They've gone to the front there. And now it is going to be in the hands of Kuhn Bosch. He has sent it extremely high. It's going into the 22. I would think this is a mark. No, it hasn't been taken, and now it's in the hands of the Sharks. And it's going to be in the hands of Thomas Tatoy now. Jeremy Ward on the outside to Apalele Fassi. Is he going to be able to go all the way? No, he has been tackled about 15 out. Now it is going to be Hendricksa once again going into the hands now of the number 4, which is Van Yerden in this one. Getting very close to the line now. Only 10 out. Bosch goes back into the hands of fires it out into the hands of the number 7 now, who is driving very nicely there, Hugo Fenta. I believe it is Henko Fenta, sorry. And now it is going to be in the hands of Nashe. He is getting close to the line as well. They are trying to hold him up, but they do need to release now. And who is going to be willing to take this on around the side of the ruck? That's a big question. They are calling their shots at the moment. I'm looking for the man in the number 6 jersey, so Sia Khaleesi, but I'm not actually seeing him, so perhaps he is out on the wing at this stage. But now Vermeulen looking like he is getting fired up at the moment. They are trying to keep on going here, the Sharks. Only a metre short at this stage. They're going to have to keep on getting the ball out the back, though. And around the side, Thomas Tatoy trying to drive forward. And they are hoping to maybe get an advantage very soon here. Or do they go out the back? It's very close. They've got the advantage now, so now they can fire it out the back line. And they have got a lot of talented players. It looks like it is going to be in the hands of the number 9. Now he is going to fire it back. Little chip behind from Bosch. It's gone too far, though. And because of it, now they are going back for the penalty. Big question now. Do they take the 3 points or do you kick for the corner? I feel like against a team like the Bulls, you've almost got to be willing to take on the 7. And it looks like they're going to take on the tap instead by the looks of it. And it looks like there are quite a few tired Sharks players. They are taking the 3 in this one. Send me your WhatsApp number. I'll send you a voice note of the difficult names as well, says Gal. I do have Instagram. The Kiwi Lads Instagram is about the only thing we got fired up. I don't actually have a WhatsApp, but I will put the Kiwi Lads Instagram in the chat. It is what it is. And if you guys want to help out with the name pronunciations, it is always appreciated. I've loved watching these games of the Rainbow Cup so far. And hopefully, I will continue to do them in the future because they are a lot of fun to do. Yes, they are on at 4:30 a.m. in the morning, but it is still a lot of fun to watch these South African games, see all of the talented potential in South Africa leading into the British and Irish Lions tour, which is only a month and a bit away, which all of a sudden it is getting very close. But now it is going to be Kuhn Bosch now, who is going to be kicking this one. And he has got that one straight down the middle. So now we will change the scoreboard, and it is going to be 3 apiece in this match of the Rainbow Cup after 14 minutes as well. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who is going to be able to score the first try. I said it would be Tambwe, but we will have to wait and see about that. And now it is going to be once again in the hands of Mornay Stain. He is going to be kicking off this one for the Bulls. And can they get right back into the scoring side of it? And I feel like that's one thing we haven't really had in the Rainbow Cup so far. For the South African edition is a low-scoring game with not many tries. Every game has had quite a few. So maybe this is the game with these two sides being able to cancel each other out a little bit. Perhaps it is going to be the game that we do get to see that low-scoring option. But that one has gone high. It was going to be taking it. It is going to be bouncing up nicely here. And now it is going to be in the hands of the Sharks. It's going to be fired out into the hands of Abalele Fassi now. Goes on the outside into the hands of Fenter. Goes to Wernercock, but he has dropped that ball. And I think it was a full pass anyway. So I think because of it now, it is going to be the scrum for the Bulls. And it will be interesting. Two strong scrummaging forward backs as well, or front rows, I should say, with Thomas Tatoy, Mbata, and also Nashe. And then for the Bulls, it will be Herhart, Stenekamp, and also Krobela and Mornay Smith. Hopefully, those pronunciations were decent in that regard. Yeah, this is that big match that I think everyone will be looking forward to, seeing two top sides going at it. Possibly, this could be the final as well in the coming weeks, because I think we have we have about 3 rounds left. Yeah, I think it is, until we end up getting into the situation of the final, and that will be a very exciting one. And by the looks of it, someone is going off the field at the moment. I'm looking to see what the number is. Don't recognize his face, unfortunately. I think it was, okay, it's a number 20 who's come on the field, which in this one would be Elric Lowe, I believe it is, if I'm not wrong. So he must be on the field for, maybe that was Arno Borta or possibly Marco van Staden. Please do let me know if you do know who I am talking about, who just went off the field. But now it's going to be the scrum feed for the Stormers. They are going to have a good opportunity here. It was Botha who went off the field, and that is going to be Lowe who is replacing him, perhaps for an HIA, or maybe it is an injury, which is early on in this match. And that is one thing that they won't be wanting too many more of throughout it. It has been set. The scrum is going to be put in there by Papier. The front row has gone down, but the ball is available for them. So now it is going to be Papier. Goes into the hands now of Mornay Stain. Short ball there to Van Fedden in the midfield for the Bulls on the halfway line at the moment. Looks like Papier is calling his shots with where he wants this man to go, and tell you what, that's big contact on him by Sia Khaleesi. And now it has been fired back to Mornay Stain. He has kicked this one very high, and it is going to be the man, Tumbwe, who is chasing this one, who wasn't quite able to take it. It has gone backwards now, and they have got the advantage drop ball once again, though. And that means now that we are going to have another scrum in this match. And yeah, at the moment, not sure whether it's nerves, not sure if it's conditions, but at this stage, we've had about 3 or 4 double knock-ons early on in this match, which is something you don't really expect to see. But Tumbwe and Wernercock, it was just a little knock-on from Cock there. And then from there, it was fired back into the hands of Tumbwe, but not quite able to hang on to it. But yeah, like I mentioned, Wernercock in the starting lineup because of the injury I found out of Nkose, which is a big shame for the Sharks because of the fact that he was playing some pretty decent rugby as well. He's a very quick individual, and he will be missed in the next few weeks, depending on how long that injury is going to be for. But once again, the scrum reset at the moment. 17 minutes into this one, 3-all between these two sides. That front row has gone down on the far side. His knee is down, and it's going to be the penalty now. And is he going to take it quickly, Papier? Thinking about it, but instead, I think they will be taking the 3 points there, and it is up against Oxnashare in that front row. That did end up collapsing onto his knee almost before the ball even went in, and they've called it illegal scrummaging. Unfortunately, just not quite set there. And it means now that it is going to be the penalty to the Bulls once again. And Mornay Stain, he is normally a pretty safe boot, and he'll be wanting to make this one go over from about 30-something out. And we have also got Carl Peterson in the chat. What's up, Kiwi Lab? Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Who are you backing in this match, and what do you think the score will be? Do let me know. But at the moment, we haven't had a try yet in the first 17 and a half minutes. But I feel like I always say it, as soon as there's one, a lot follow. And I feel like that is going to be the case in this match as well. 39 metres out now for Mornay Stain. Currently 1 from 1. He will be hoping to make it 2 from 2 here and give the Bulls the lead once again in this match. Pretty much straight out in front for Mornay Stain. Lining it up. Has got good distance on it, and it has gone over, which means now that it is going to be 6 points to the Bulls. Oh, my voice almost went there. And 3 to the Sharks. We'll quickly update that as I am doing it with the scoreboard, doing it myself rather than the one that I normally get online, purely because of the fact they don't actually do these games with the scoreboard that I use, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, at the moment, 6-3 to the Bulls and 27-20 to the Bulls as Carl Peterson's prediction for this one. I keep on adjusting my headset. I feel like it's just not quite sitting right at the moment. But now it's going to be low, charging forward, running straight over Mbata, but he is getting driven sideways now by it was Van Yerden. We have got Glad My Garbage Team won earlier today, Stormers as well. And tell you what, that was a close game by the sounds of it. Just a penalty in the final moments that did make the change, or end up being the difference in that one, I should say. That one is taken nicely from the cross kick now, and it's going to be Hendricks, who is trying to, Stravino Jacobs who is stepping around all over the place. Now it is going to be Papier once again, firing this one back to Mornay Stain, and he has kicked that one long, and he will be looking for Dutch with that one. Jimmo Cook has said 28-19 as well. I assume that is to the Bulls in this match as well. So we have got a lot of Bulls supporters in the chat. Is anyone going for the Sharks in this match? Do let me know in the chat. But at the moment, they are saying, Mbata's not looking good. At the moment, he is pretty much dragging his arm, and that shoulder does not look like he will be continuing, unfortunately, which would mean that it would be coming on the field, Kieran Van Veeren as well. But by the looks of it, yeah, it's not looking good for him. I feel like at this stage, he won't be able to continue. So that would mean now I will quickly update my team sheet, because it will be Van Veeren who is making his way onto the field. But yeah, unfortunately, ended up being in the radar of the man in the number 20 jersey low, and ended up just hitting him on the shoulder. That would have been a bit of a stinger as well. Dislocated shoulder, says Carl Peterson. So that would not feel nice at all. Definitely not when you have Heinrich Lowe, who is charging straight at your face. To be fair to say, we have got hope the Sharks can do it. Last one at Loftus way back in 2011. That is a fun stat, and I will be writing that down as well. 2011, so a very long time. And I feel like, when was the last time that they have played without a crowd here? Because maybe that could play a little bit of a factor later on in this match. But at the moment, they're trying to put his shoulder back into place, but it's not happening. And I don't think he will be going. He is going out onto the field once again. He is a tough individual, Mbata. And because of it now, he is going to continue. And I feel like he's only one big shot away from ending up, but he continues to play as well, says Carl Peterson. Yeah, it's one of those risk to reward situations. How much more can you benefit from being out there? He wants to make a good name for himself, but at the risk of his shoulder getting worse, it is very risky. And now to make it worse, he's got to now do a line-out throw, which I feel like is the last thing you want to do with the shoulder if it is dislocated, because it wouldn't feel very comfortable at all. He is lining it up now for this line-out throw for the Sharks. Have gone to the front, though. Very strategic there. Now it is going to be Kerwin Bosch. Goes into the hands of Sia Khaleesi, getting his first carry of this match. I just bit my tongue. That was painful. And hopefully it doesn't affect my talking throughout this one. Kerwin Bosch now firing that one high. It's going to be Werner Koch, who is chasing that one hard as well. Almost taking it, but that is going to be knocked on once again. And that is another knock on. So now it is going to be knock on, scrum feet to the Sharks. And like I mentioned, there are a lot of knock-ons so far throughout this match. And I don't think the weather's playing too much of a factor. Perhaps it's just that pressure on the kicks as well. The Waratahs and the Hurricanes game was nice, over 100 combined points. Good rugby as well, says Carl Peterson. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people were complaining because it was terrible with defense. But I was just thinking, for anyone who is watching that game who decided, I might as well have a look, and seeing 17 tries scored in that match, that would have attracted a lot of people to the competition. And I feel like that's what it's all about, the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman, trying to attract more viewers to rugby in the Southern Hemisphere. And it does help. I mean, watching the Super Rugby games made me want to watch these Rainbow Cup South Africa games. So I guess it's working for myself. And I think it is working for a few other people as well. We have also got Stormers, the top team this year. Bulls this game, got my Moolah on as well. That one has gone down in the front row. And it is an advantage now to the Sharks. That's going to be now Nashe. Goes off the back into the hands now of Hendricksa. Hendricksa. Sorry, I did pronounce that a little bit rough. Now it is going to be Werner Koch joining that one. And when he does pass that ball with the hair that he's got, he almost reminds me of a bit of a Faf de Klerk with that hair one. And now it is going to be going back for the penalty, though. And now it is the Sharks. What do? Do they take on the 3, or do you go once again for that corner? Or do you go for the corner for the first time, I should say? They haven't actually done it yet. But maybe it would be a very good option in this one. And we have also got 28-20 for the Bulls in this one from Eldon. So we have got 3 people so far have been back in the Bulls in this match. All they are going for the corner. So the Sharks going to be pouring on the pressure. Now, something I remember from one of the first matches I watched, it was the Sharks. They went to the front of the line out. They went up. They did the rolling maul. Then it was the number 2, offloaded it to Khaleesi, and then he was able to score. Perhaps that is the set play that they could try in this one. Khaleesi dangerous with ball in hand, and he will be hoping that he can score a try. Of course, he is at the new club of the Sharks, wants to make a good first impression, or I guess about a fourth impression, or maybe even more than that, actually, to be fair. He has played quite a few games. He has gone to the front now. And it's in the hands of Khaleesi. Is he hanging onto it, or is he going to be firing it back? I think it is in the hands of the number 2 here, Umbata. And he is hoping to be able to get all the way to the try line. It's going sideways at the moment. They are going well and truly sideways here, the Sharks. But now it is going to be Hendrickse goes back to Kerwin Bosch now into the hands of Lucanio, who is trying to find the gap offload there. It's going to be back into the hands of Apalele Fasi. Almost no. Now it's going to be Werner Koch, who has taken that one just outside of the 22. They've done well there, the Sharks, to hang on to that one. Now it is going to be Nasher, who has run hard at the defence. It was Dwayne Vermeulen making the tackle, and that's going to be an advantage against him, I believe. Now it is fired back. It's going to be Lucanio faking the kick there, and he is dragged down in the end by Papier, who was getting swung around by his legs. Now it is going to be Hendrickse. It goes back to Nasher, who is trying to find a gap. Another offside advantage. And this could mean too many more of these could go to the bin now. Now it is going to be Nasher. Goes on the outside. Sio Khaleesi taking that one-handed, but it has gone down. And now it is going to be, once again, an offside penalty. Now they are in the middle of the field. Do they take on the 3 points from here? Or do they kick for the corner once again? It didn't look too bad for them in the corner, to be fair. And we have also got Sharks equals overrated. They steal all the Stormers players, says Carl. But money talks, yeah. I guess it's one of those ones. Oh, what are they doing? Are they going for the corner here? Or are they taking on the 3? They are taking the 3 here. Yes, and the Stormers are broke as well, says Gail Jacobs as well. So, yeah, it's a bit of an unfortunate situation, but hopefully, we do get to see some very good rugby over the next few weeks. The Stormers, they were doing pretty well to win that match against the Lions, and hopefully they do finish in a decent position overall, because, yes, they have lost a lot of players, I have heard, in the past few weeks as well. But now it's going to be Kerwin Bosch, 24 metres out. He will be hoping to put this one straight down the middle here, Kerwin Bosch, and get the Sharks back to a 6-all playing field. Elon Musk will buy out the Stormers, says Carl. Maybe he would. And then in that situation, they would have plenty of money to be able to buy a lot of players broke. COF selling as well, says Jimbo Cook as well. And that's the thing. I haven't really been watching South African rugby as much as I'd like to up to the Rainbow Cup. Like, I felt like watching these games, I know some people consider it like we've seen these games many times, but these are one of the first times that I have been watching these games, and I have been loving it, to be fair. It is that physical, fast-paced rugby that the Southern Hemisphere is known for, and I am hoping that that will be the same throughout the rest of the competition as well. But 6-all now between these two sides, the Bulls and the Sharks. 24 minutes gone. Is there going to be a try in this first half? That's a big question. I did mention that maybe we are due for one of those games that is going to be a low-scoring, close contest. I don't rate Sia at all. He's just there as well, says Carl Peterson, and knows which side his bread is buttered as well, says Gail Jacobs. And yeah, at this stage, I mean, hopefully he can end up getting a try for you, because you're going for the Bulls in this one, so maybe you don't want him to get a try. You'll be hoping that the likes of Dwayne Vermeulen perhaps could be scoring instead if one of the forwards had to, but the Sharks have still got this ball now just outside of their 22 off the kickoff. And now it is going to be fired high by Hendrickse. And that has gone very high there. Who is going to be jumping up to take that one? It was almost in the hands of Yapinke, but not quite able to take that one. Now it is going to be in the hands of the Bulls. It is going to be Steenkamp now, having one of his first carries of this one. It is available for Papier now. Quick hands on Rick Lowe out to Vermeulen now, and he's going to back himself here. Dwayne Vermeulen, he shuts off. It was Noshe, but in the end, did end up going forward in the contact, and because of it, now they are going to be going back for the scrum feed. And yeah, at the moment, this pace of this game is looking like both sides surely will get a little bit tired leading into the later stages of this first half. We haven't seen as much running rugby as the last couple matches for the Rainbow Cup that I have witnessed, but I feel like this is one of those ones. Both sides don't want to be the side to make the mistake, but Dwayne Vermeulen taking that one, sells the dummy, sees Noshe in front of him, and just shunts him off. But luckily, he was able to just hang on enough to be able to cause the knock on there. But yeah, do let me know who you think is going to be winning this match if you haven't already. And also, be sure to leave a like on this live stream, and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. It does mean a lot to us. We hit 2,000 subscribers today, and it just it is amazing the support that we have had. But we are sitting on 5 likes at the moment. So, well, we will see. Can we get to maybe 10 by halftime? Let's see what we can do. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button. We have also got one thing about Dwayne Vermeulen. He's consistent. He is indeed, and he is one of those players. Surely he is getting selected for the Springbok side to face the British and Irish Lions. Little chip in behind from, it was Apalele Fasi. Cook has managed to keep that ball in almost, but it means now that it is going to be the Bulls. Oh, and Lucanio with a big push in the back. And a double blow of the whistle. Tumbway not too happy about that one. So it is the knock on. So now it is going to be the scrum feed of the Bulls. And we are having a lot of scrum so far early on in this match between these two sides. And like I said, as soon as we get one try, we are going to get to see a lot more, that is for sure. But Wernicott almost able to keep that ball in. But once again, the ball has been dropped in that replay, which just shows that at the moment, maybe it's slippery because he slid a long way there, Wernicott. In the end, he ended up sliding about 3 meters off the field, I think. He's definitely the number 8 for the Springboks for the British and Irish Lions games. Yeah, it is going to be a very exciting tour as well. And I think there is a match now that is the Lions versus the Lions, if I'm not wrong, which could be a very interesting watch to see. But then also the likes of the Stormers versus the Lions, the Bulls versus the Lions, Sharks versus the Lions. We're going to get to see it all. And that is why I'm so excited for it. Other than, of course, the fact that the games are going to be on in the middle of the night here in New Zealand. We have also got their one ball consistent, and the whole Shark team are consistently consistent as well, says Gail Jacobs. And also South Africa expect teaching in Muscat, Oman. Shark supporter, thanks for the commentary. Where are you based in New Zealand? Says Josh Pike. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And yeah, I am in the South Island, which the easiest way I normally describe it is it's in South Canterbury, which is pretty much about 2.5 hours south of where the Crusaders rugby team are based. And then it's 2.5 hours north of where the Highlanders are based as well. So kind of smack bang in the middle of the South Island of New Zealand. Yeah, at the moment it is 4:50 a.m. here in New Zealand, but I didn't want to miss this game because I felt like it was going to be a very close one. And so far it has been. And we're just waiting for that first try to bust the whole game open as well. We have got Sharks fan, but our backline cannot tackle as well, says Neil. That is going to be the advantage now to the Bulls. Now it is going to be fight out from Hendricks in the midfield. Cornell Hendricks, that is, taken down 40 meters out now from, it's another penalty advantage. Now it is going to be a short ball to Heinrich Low, and I don't think the man who was on the field originally, Arno Botha, is going to be coming back onto the field, and that's going to be another penalty now to the Bulls. And I'm waiting to see, do they take the 3 once again with Mornay Steyn, or do you go for the corner, try and get 7 points on the ball before halftime? That is the big question. We've also got in there, I think the British and Irish Lions will play in 2 weeks against the Golden Lions, not the Emirates Lions, as well, says Carl Peterson. So is that who the Lions are, rather than Lions versus Lions? I thought that was British and Irish Lions versus British and Irish Lions, but perhaps it is the Golden Lions who they are going to be playing. And yeah, that's the thing. That's only a month away, that tour, which is why I'm so excited. Also, we got all of the July Test matches that will be taking place. Then also the Rugby Championship, I believe, is going to be kicking off. It is going to be co-hosted between Australia and New Zealand. So we will get to see South Africa versus the All Blacks, a matchup that I feel like everyone loves to see because of the fact there is that mutual respect between those two sides. And yeah, should be a very interesting watch, that's for sure. Now it's going to be Mornay Steyn. Once again, every time I try and lower my voice a little bit, it almost goes. That is because we have already done 3 live streams today, and my voice is like, yeah, it doesn't want to do it anymore. But Mornay Steyn has kicked that one, and he has got that one. Mornay Steyn, very experienced kicker. And now the score in this match is going to be 9 to the Bulls and 6 to the Sharks. We still haven't seen that first try, but I feel like it's not too far away as well. Go the All Blacks, says Carl Peterson. And of course, you did mention about how the fact that in some areas of South Africa, it's kind of split down the middle in terms of who goes for the All Blacks, who goes for the Springboks. And it's one of those ones that, yeah, I feel like no matter what the result of those games, like people just love watching them because of the physicality, the fast-paced rugby as well. It was held up nicely there by, it was Krobala, and they've got the ball just outside of the 22 now. The Bulls, we have got Pele Mornay as well from Jimbo Cook. That one is going to be fired high, very high from Papier there. And it is going to be once again Tumbway trying to line it up. He hasn't taken it, and once again gone through that man's hands. And that is for about this maybe 3rd or 4th time that it's gone to Tumbway, and he hasn't quite been able to hang on to it. Not sure what is going on there, but unfortunately for him, he is trying to fire himself up there, kind of slapping his hands going, why aren't you catching the ball? And at this stage, it is every time he has had contact in the air, but he is a very good man when it comes to taking that high ball and just hasn't been able to hold it tonight so far, or this afternoon. What time is it in South Africa? Do let me know. I think it must be only about a maybe 3 or 2 p.m. No, maybe it's the other way around, and it might be around 7 p.m. perhaps. That's correct, says Carl Peterson as well. And yeah, at this stage, tackles made, 47 made by the Bulls with 4 missed tackles, and the Sharks have made 24 with also 4 missed tackles. So far the Bulls haven't had too much of the ball, but they have been defending pretty nicely in this matchup so far. And like I mentioned, who's going to be able to get that first one? That is going to be a penalty or a free kick, for the Sharks there. Now it's going to be Noche, who is running at Mornay Stain, breaking the tackle as well. Going back into the hands now of the number 4, which in this one is Van Yerden, isn't it? And 1852 as well. So it is a nighttime game over there in South Africa. And 7:55 in a different area, I assume, heading to 7 p.m, says Carl Peterson. So yeah, it is a nice time to watch a bit of rugby, unlike maybe 5 a.m. in the morning, but I am enjoying this game so far. And I feel like I just love watching these games, and that's going to be a counter-ruck. No, it's not. Did get it a little bit wrong there. Now it is going to be 5 back. It is going to be Kerwin Bosch out into the hands now of Yapinke going in behind with the kick. Good kick downfield. Oh, an awkward bouncing one too. And that one's going to go into touch, but they are going to be going back now for the penalty. And Werner Koch just throwing that ball like it's an American football. Bulls making too many mistakes as well, says Birdie. 9-6 to the Bulls. It is indeed. And it's one of those ones that both sides dropping the ball more times than I expected. And it looks like Vermeulen not too happy with one of the players. I believe it was the player Hinko Fenta, who he was having a bit of an argument with, and they are checking something upstairs here. Perhaps because of the fact they aren't using the captain's challenge, because of the fact that they do actually have the situation of that available in this competition. But Seo Khaleesi, are they looking at here? Who are they looking at to see what happened here? Yes, Seo Khaleesi now trying to clear out the man, and he's kind of made contact with the head with the back of his shoulder here, Seo Khaleesi. And that guy kind of held his face like that. Actually hurt quite a bit, actually. But Seo Khaleesi tries to go under him, they are saying. So perhaps it will only be a penalty in this regard. Khaleesi, what are you doing? Says Carl Peterson as well. So what are they going to be saying here? He did try and go low underneath him, but ended up just catching him on the chin with the top. That's a Springbok captain for you as well, says Carl Peterson. Okay. Penalty only is the call. So that's going to be against Seo Khaleesi there for the little bit of a wrong clean out in the breakdown is what they have called it. But it is going to be the turnover. And that means now that the Stormers have got another chance. Or sorry, the Bulls have another chance late in this half. Seo Khaleesi, not a happy man at the moment. Talking to Jaco Piper at the moment. And he is saying that he just got it a little bit wrong there, Seo Khaleesi. And he, other than that, hasn't really touched the ball too much in this first half. And I feel like what you said a little bit earlier on, perhaps he has been a little bit invisible early on in this match, but that one has gone into touch by Mornay Stain. And now the Stormers have got this ball 40 metres out from the Sharks line, and they will have the line out throw. Yeah, he tried to go under him a little bit there, but caught him just a little bit high because of the fact that it was Nokia who was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And now it is going to be the Bulls who have got this line out throw. And we have also got in there, it is 18:55 there in South Africa at the moment. So yeah, it's going to be a nice time to finish this match, maybe around 8 p.m, I think. No impact, says Carl Peterson as well. Has gone to the front now, and it has gone into the hands of Heinrich Lowe. Now it is going to be 5 back into the hands of Papio. Good step there, good tackle there from Seo Khaleesi though there. And now it is going to be offside against one of the players, and it is going to be another penalty here. And they are looking at where the penalty is. I believe it is offside. And look on your arm, just asking the question. There is quite a few penalties against him at this stage. Mornay Stain here. Does he take on the 3 points, or he's going for the shot once again at this stage? Both sides just going to keep on ticking over those 3 points until the end of this first half by the looks of it. But it is up against the man in the number 2 jersey, Mbata, for this one. My brain is starting to slow down because of the fact that it is currently 5 a.m. But hopefully we will get through this match. It has been an entertaining one so far between these two sides. But look, I'm still talking to the referee, Jaco Piper, at this stage. Who is going to score the first try in this match? That is the big question, because at the moment it has just been penalties. They have gone over 15 points from penalties, about to be 18, because Mornay Stain more than likely will be able to kick this one. So I will quickly update my scoreboard, although last time I did that, it did end up costing them a little bit. Is this one going over from Mornay Stain? Yes, it is. And now the score is going to be 12 to the Bulls and 6 to the Sharks. So these 3 points are slowly adding up. And at this stage, you would think the referee wouldn't be too far away from possibly getting a yellow card out of the pocket, because of the fact that they have been given away just a few too many early on in this match. But it is going to be kicked off by the Sharks at this stage. 6 minutes left in this first half. Who is going to be able to make their lasting impact in this first half and get that last minute try. Definitely a future in sports commentary for you. Great first half, mate, as well, says Josh Spike. And I do appreciate that a lot, mate. And luckily, I have started to learn a few of these South African names. I still struggle quite a bit with some of them, but hopefully, as I watch more of these games, I can slowly keep on improving on it. But that is going to be the knock-on, and it means now that it is going to be the scrum feed for the Sharks. And once again, another ball that goes to ground for the knock-on. Khaleesi, the best captain in the world rugby for the next 5 years as well, says Jimbo Cook. So that is a bold prediction, and maybe that will be the case. Of course, he is the captain for the match against the Springboks. They are the Springboks. The matches against the British and Irish Lions, I believe, if I'm not wrong, I think I heard. And we have got, mate, you are a legend. Thanks for the stream as well, says Birdie. No worries, mate. And that's one thing. As long as you guys are enjoying these ones, I am sure that I will keep on making them as well. Like, yes, it is 5 a.m. here, but I just love talking to you guys about these games. And I don't really get a chance to talk to some of you guys on the live streams, which are normally Super Rugby Trans-Tasman in the middle of the day for New Zealand time, or kind of at the night time, because it is very early morning in South Africa. So I do appreciate you all being here and hope you have been enjoying so far. We have got not so sure, hey, he's not playing well at all so far, says Carl Peterson. Perhaps it is the new club jitters, though. We have seen it many times with players that just haven't quite been able to find their feet at a new club up until they have a big game, and then it can turn it all around. That one is going to be the penalty now to the Sharks, and they will be kicking for the corner, surely, because they are currently 6 points behind. The far side did go down. I believe that would have been Mornay Smith, and he has had a little bit of a struggle at scrum time throughout this one. They are taking on the 3. Interesting choice here for the Sharks. I would have thought that from here, I guess they are on the 22, actually. I thought that was the halfway line, so that makes a little bit more sense. 12-9 for the Bulls as well, says Bertie. And yeah, at the moment, I think mine is a little bit behind. I am watching on Sky Go, which is normally about 30 or 40 seconds delayed. So that is why I haven't quite been able to keep up with whether or not this one has gone over yet. But yeah, the front row going down. Mornay Smith, I believe it was, who was penalised. And now it is going to be Kerwin Bosch who is going to be kicking this one. And with this one going over, if he does get it, there will be 4 minutes left in this first half, and neither side would have scored a try yet. And I feel like at this stage, whoever scores the first try of this match could well and truly win it for their side, the way that this one has been going. It just seems like it's going to be one of those chess matches rather than, a whole heap of tries flying out. And we have also got, geez, how late is it in New Zealand, says the Cabbage Patch. It is currently 5 a.m. here in New Zealand. We are still watching rugby. We have done, this is our 4th live stream of the night. But I've been loving every minute of it now. It's going to be Kerwin Bosch now lining this one up. He has got it as well. So now the Sharks are back to only 3 points behind. And this one, still no tries in this first half. But we will have to wait and see whether or not that will be the case by the end of it. Also, hey, Kiwi lad, who are your Mr. Picks for Springbok fly half this year? I feel like there are 2 names that come to mind when I first think about it. And I would say probably Andre Pollard, if he is fit and playing well. And then also Elton Yankee, has actually been playing some pretty decent rugby overall. So he's probably second pick, if I'm not wrong. Let me know if there is anyone else who I should be considering in that regard as well. Hendrickson now has got the ball at the back of the maul for the Springboks. That is bouncing around. And they have got the opportunity of kicking that ball out, or maybe they dragged it back, actually, might have been the call. Now it is almost taken by Dwayne Vermeulen, bouncing awkwardly. Sio Khaleesi not able to take that one. It's a knock-on. No, it's not. It has gone into the hands of Stravinho Jacobs, but they're going back now. And it is for the knock-on, is it? Yes, it is, I believe. So now it is going to be in this, it's going to be at the Sharks' hands. You're doing well, mate, with the names as well. Says Birdie, I am trying my best here. Just because of the fact that some of these names are hard. I have noticed, like, even reading through this team sheet as many times as I have, I still struggle to be able to pronounce some of them. The likes of the number 1 for the Bulls, Gerhard Stenekamp. Hopefully that is somewhere close. But yeah, it's one of those ones that normally I try my best to learn the starting lineup, and then they make subs, and then I just go into panic land because of the fact that I haven't been able to work out how to pronounce them as well. Andre Pollard first pick, and Mornay Stain for the second as well. So that could be quite a good combo. Mornay Stain's got a lot of experience as well. Seems to be able to kick the ball very nicely off the tee, and that is what you want, a player who is going to be able to keep on just getting those 3 points, ticking them over. That one was not set, so now it is going to be once again another reset for the scrum. And we have got, are you still on, bro? Says Utkash. We are indeed currently 5 a.m. here in New Zealand, but we are still going. Last match that we are going to be watching for the night / morning, I guess you could say. But yeah, this one, after this one, I think the next match will be next week, if I'm not wrong, unless I do a top league game tomorrow, but we will wait and see, because I feel like doing a top league game, perhaps I don't know about the copyright side of it. Stenkamp as well, said Carl. So that is for Her Heart Stenkamp. Hopefully it is all right there. And we have Oscar. How will you respond to all the comments when you reach 1 million, says Utkash? I'm not sure whether we'll get up that high just because rugby is a little bit more of a unique market than the likes of maybe football or anything like that, or cricket perhaps. So I feel like I will try my best to be able to keep up with it. But something else, I will come back to that in a very short moment because it is going to be kicked in behind from Apalele Fase. Now it is going to be taken nicely by Stravenio Jacobs. Good tackle on him by Werner Koch. Nice low one there. And it is a counter ruck now from the Sharks. And they are going to get this ball now for the Sharks. And they have got this ball just outside of the 22 now. It is going to be Apalele Fase. Goes in the hands of Finta, who is hitting the ball up nicely just outside of the 22. At the moment are the Sharks, who is going to be able to get the try in this first half. Look on your arm with a little kick in behind now. And it is going to be an awkward bouncing one. And it's going to be a bit of a mix-up, is it? It is going to be in the hands of Werner Koch. He has done nicely there to be able to hang on to that ball for his side. Now it is going to be fired back into the hands of Kerwin Bosch. Now it's going to be in the hands of, it is going to be Noche, who sells the dummy, but he is tackled there by Heinrich Lowe. And I feel like that was a good tactic. Just fire it out the other side as well. See if they can get it wide into the hands of the winger. And that one is set up once again. They are at 40 minutes in this game. They'd love to be able to get the one that does get them the lead in this match. It is going to be out to Sia Khaleesi. It is kicked in behind. Is it going to be sitting up? Yes, it is. Oh, he is in touch though. Sia Khaleesi. And that means now that it is going to be half-time. And the score is going to be 12 to the Bulls and 9 to the Sharks. Very close to getting that try right at the end of this first half. But yeah, back to that. I will try my best to respond to every comment. That is one thing that I do pride myself on, is talking to you guys in the chat. Because at the end of the day, without you guys in the chat, like, it is just not the same. And also, something that I do sometimes that you guys probably don't know about is the fact that if it is a quick live stream with the chat, I actually go back and watch the chat afterwards to try and keep up and read all of the messages that I have missed. And that's just one thing I like to do to try and make sure that I don't actually miss any messages that you guys send, because I do appreciate all of them that you guys put in the chat. And yeah, hopefully I will be able to keep up with them throughout this one as well. Your pronunciation is great, says Ecal as well, and I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. A great commentary, Kiwi lad, says Carl Peterson, and Carl Stennekamp. Nikal Stennekamp. I'm looking through for the name. Stennekamp. Nikal Stennekamp as well. Stennekamp. See, I feel like I was saying Stennekamp a little bit, but Stennekamp is nice, and I will try and remember that as well. And Neil has said great commentary, mate. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thanks for the first half top commentary, mate, as well, says Jimbo Cook. And yeah, that is one thing that I love about doing the South African games is, like, you guys, I say it many times, but it's like you guys are pretty nice overall in the chat. You know, I was expecting when I first started doing these, because of the fact, I will admit, I don't know these lineups as well as I should. Some of these players I have only heard of from the Rainbow Cup. But like the fact that you guys are willing to give me the chance to be able to improve on that as well, it just is very much appreciated. And yeah, at the moment, no tries in this first half. 12 to the Bulls, 9 to the Sharks at halftime. And the big question now is, who is going to be able to make the impact in that second half? Is there going to be a try here in the second half? That's a big question. Or is it just going to be the the penalties? And we have got maybe listen to South Africa commentary and listen to the pronunciation. Kiwi lad as well, says Carl Peterson. And that is one thing that I feel like I'd like to be able to do, although I noticed that the only time that they play these replays is on in the middle of the night. And something I find, I have got the commentary in my ears, but it's very quiet, so that it avoids copyright. But yeah, sometimes I do hope that I can hear it when I'm kind of like quiet for a second. I can hear them saying the names. But yeah, hopefully they do show replays at a decent hour and some highlights. I think they do have them on YouTube at times, which will be useful to be able to continue to learn them. I also actually have talked to a couple of South Africans as well about the pronunciations. Like, I've kind of got the names, and then I also have the what's it called? I have like the pronunciation kind of in Kiwi slang almost kind of thing, or Kiwi spelling, so that I can pronounce them kind of a little bit closer as well. You can try stick animation of rugby match along with the commentary as well, says Utkash, or when you're not streaming as well, says Carl Peterson. Yeah, because I'd like to be able to watch these games. So I feel like maybe they do mini highlights packages the week after on the Sky Go app. So I will be checking those out as well. Definitely, because I want to make sure that I do get them right for when the final is taking place, because that is going to be a very good matchup. And perhaps it will be a repeat of the match that we are seeing now as well. But they are showing an old-fashioned match between the Brumbies and also the Act. Is that the no, that would be the Brumbies versus the Blues way back in the day here. So I will quickly mute that because or else I will end up getting well and truly distracted. And this one, your pronunciation is great. We know who you're referring to as the rugby which we follow, and you keep a good flow as well, says Joss Pike as well. And yeah, that's the thing. I always try my best to, because of the fact that some of you guys aren't actually able to watch the game. So it is that kind of thing of I want to be able to try and bring the game to life for you guys who can't see it. And I feel like I'm still very early on in my commentary, but I am hoping that it will keep on improving as well. But you're doing good with the pronunciations from Carl, and also half what a first half as well, says Bertie. And yeah, I'll be honest, I was expecting a couple more tries in that first half between the two sides, definitely because of the fact that I feel like both of these sides have been scoring some very nice tries throughout this Rainbow Cup competition. So I kind of expected the likes of Pumbwe out on the wing. He has actually dropped pretty much every ball that has gone to him. Also, the likes of Yapinke has been playing pretty nicely throughout the Rainbow Cup. And I expected maybe one of those two guys in the number 14 jersey will be able to pick themselves up a try. At the moment, we are just waiting for the second half to get back underway so that we can see these two sides playing off once again for the next 40 minutes. Something I am going to do quickly is I am going to see if I can find some stats of the match to see some of the statistics to do with this one, because of the fact that it seemed like at this stage, maybe the Sharks had a little bit more of the possession in that first half. And I will quickly see if we do have some stats for you guys as well. But at this stage, for some reason on the website where they have the games, they don't actually have the South African ones, which seems like a strange little feature. And we obviously got the South Africa derbies are normally like this, so it won't be long till they score tries as well, says Carl. So they normally, I assume, have that feeling out. Ooh, my voice almost completely gone. Feeling out process. That's what I was trying to say. Listening to your great commentary from East London and South Africa as well. So I do appreciate you being here for these live streams. And like I said, it's one of those ones that these middle of the night ones, yes, it is unfortunate that it is the middle of the night, but I love watching these games with you guys no matter the time as well. More possession and territory from the Sharks as well, says Carl Peterson. So yeah, hopefully we do get to see how many tries. Tell you what, we will take a poll in the chat at the moment. Go Bulls as well from Warren. He is hoping that they will be able to hang on to this lead in the later stages of that second half. Right. A number in the chat. How many tries are going to be scored in the second half? I am curious to see what your guys' thoughts are and how many you think are going to be taking place. And I feel like if a number, I'd take more than 3. I want to see 3 tries. I want to see a couple of these good players, the likes of Dwayne Vermeulen. Has he scored a try in this Rainbow Cup so far? That's my big question, because he is one of those players that normally off the back of a scrum could be dangerous. So perhaps it could be, trying to remember the G is pronounced guttural, as if you're clearing your throat. So I will look at a name that has that example, the G. Who has a G in their name? Krobler, isn't it? It's Krobler, is it? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. The number 2 for the Bulls, Krobler. And yeah, at the moment we are just waiting for the second half to get underway as well. Maybe Krobler could have something to do with this match leading into the later stages. We're on 14 likes as well, so thank you all very much for that. And I do appreciate all the support on these live streams. We've also got Xander has said Bulls will score first 3 tries, and then for the Bulls 2 tries for the Sharks as well. Or score first, sorry. So the Bulls will score first, and then 3 tries in total, 2 for the Bulls, 2 for the Sharks, and 1 for the Bulls as well. 3 tries from the Bulls second half, says Carl. And we have also got Pakistan in the chat from Utkash. And that is one thing that is coming up, international matches for cricket, because I know you are a fan of the cricket live streams, Utkash, and I am hoping to bring a lot more of them to the channel, although they may actually end up going on the second channel, which is the Kiwi Lad Sport, purely because of the fact that I am a little bit worried about the copyright side of it, because of the fact that we did get one for a Super Rugby AU live stream, and that live stream hadn't actually started. So it seemed pretty harsh, but I will quickly, I feel like you guys maybe would be keen to watch the Kiwi Lad Sport channel. So what I will do is I will bring it up, and I will also put it as a link in the chat if you guys do want to hit that subscribe button on it. And let's see whether or not it does go up in numbers, but I will put it there. I'm not sure how to pin it in terms of to put it as the top one. I probably should have actually ended up putting it as maybe writing a little bit about it. But that is the pinned comment now. The Kiwi Lad Sport channel, that is going to be having all things that are sport that aren't necessarily rugby, the likes of cricket, also maybe a little bit of rugby on there, the likes of the top league if I am too scared to put it on the main channel because of copyright. 2 Sharks tries for Ecal as well. Yeah, that is the Kiwi Lads Sport channel. So be sure to check that out if you aren't already subscribed. We've only got 3 videos on there at the moment. Used to be the podcast channel, but now it has transitioned into sport. We did a couple cricket highlights with me and my dad, and then also my most recent one, the Highlanders versus Red. And thanks, bro, says Utkash as well. Do you stream UFC, Kiwi Lads, says Carl? I would actually like to, and I feel like that would be going on the Kiwi Lads Sport channel just because of the fact I love watching sport. It's just normally, like with the amount of rugby we've had on recently, I haven't actually had a chance to watch too much other sport, but I'm hoping in the future that is going to change, and I will have my rugby ones, but also have a few of the other ones as well. And I do see it actually went up a subscriber. So thank you, whoever that was, who hit the subscribe button on that one. But we are just waiting for the second half to get underway. Must be getting close now, and we aren't going to be too far away from getting to see it. But now we are going to be waiting. No tries. I normally have tries to talk about at halftime in these matches. I normally can tell you guys exactly who has scored, but there have been no tries. We have had quite a few penalties and quite a few handling errors throughout these two sides, but I have heard that that is how a derby normally goes when it is the two top sides playing off. Perhaps it will be a repeat of the final when it is happening in a couple weeks' time, or about maybe a month's time, actually, because I support your fellow Nigerian New Zealander, Israel Adesanya, and yeah, he's a very talented fighter as well. And it was a little bit of a shame when he did go up to heavyweight and ended up losing, I did see, but yeah, he's still the light heavyweight champion, still a very strong fighter, and I think he wants to fight John Jones at some stage possibly, but whether or not that does take place, we will have to wait and see. Yeah, I will quickly go back onto my live stream so that I can see that we are just waiting for the second half to get back underway. And yeah, do let me know your score predictions in the chat as well, whether or not they have changed from watching only penalties being scored, but we have got 2 tries and 3 tries have been called in the chat. So hopefully that will be the case, but we are getting close. That is for sure. We are just waiting to see whether or not we are going to get an early try. I feel like an early try is coming, and I'm going to say, or who do I say is going to score it? I'll say if it's going to be the Sharks, I'm going to throw in a little bit of a interesting one. I'm going to say Sia Khaleesi is going to score the try for the Sharks if he gets the chance, and then also Dwayne Vermeulen, I will say, for the Stormers. The 2 men that I have in my thumbnail, I am going to back them here and see if they are going to be able to get the first try of this second half. Carl has said 26-16 to the Bulls in this one as well. Yeah, at this stage, that is certainly a possibility. Only one more, or sorry, how many points are we on at the moment? So a 7-pointer for the Sharks perhaps, and then this Bulls getting 2 converted tries to finish it off, because at this stage, no one has missed a kick in this match. Mornay Stain and also Kilman Bosch both kicking very nicely here, but almost a cross-kick opportunity late in that first half for Sia Khaleesi to score the try. More tries for the Sharks, more kicks from Mornay, says Gal as well. And that is probably a bold prediction. The Bulls look like they are comfortable just taking those threes, keeping the lead in this match. But that's the thing, they are in second. The Sharks have had 2 bonus points so far in this competition, which is why they are on 10 points rather than the 8 of the Bulls as well. I am going to get rid of my halftime on this one because we are just about ready to go for the second half. Sharks running back out, Bulls for 26 and Sharks 16 as well. So that is a common scoreline by the looks of it that you guys are choosing. Girls in India, are you a fan? I'm watching with my female schoolmates, and they are admiring your looks as well, says Utkash. Thank you very much. What time is it in India? Do let me know as well. And I guess schoolmates, how old are your schoolmates, Utkash? But now it is going to be Kerwin Bosch, who is going to be kicking this one off for it will be the Sharks on halfway for the second half to get underway here between these 2 quality sides from South Africa. And the number 20 is on the field. Who is that for? Who is he replacing? Buthelezi is on the field, and that is replacing Kerwin Bosch. Has skipped that one off. Who is that replacing here? It's not Sia Khaleesi. He is still out there, so it's one of the other loose forwards by the looks of it. But Buthelezi now making his way onto the field. Buthelezi. I'll write that one down quickly. And that one is now going to be a good drive here for the Sharks. And they are making a lot of meters. Only 15 out now from the line of the Bulls. And that one has been stolen in there, has it? No, it is still on the side of the Sharks. Now it is going to be 5 back from Hendrickse. Goes in the hands of Renel Heku, who was able to score 3 tries. They're making all these subs as well. I'm going to have to struggle in terms of who is on the field. Not sure. Has come off the field. Buthelezi is on. And then also there was a change for one of the props straight through the middle there. Has come out the back. Now it is going to be in the hands of It was the number 2, Umbata. Now, they have got this ball, have they? Yes, they still have it, the Sharks. Fire back now. Drop kick attempt now from Kerwin Bosch. Has he got it? Did he get it? Did he get it? Not sure. There is a bit of push and shove between a couple players and Fenta at the moment. Did he get that one? Kerwin Bosch. I'm waiting to see. I think it was an advantage for them. So maybe instead, and it is going to be Mornay Stain going upstairs for his captain's challenge by the looks of it here. We have also got in Spaniel, por favor, I believe it is from Popo. And unfortunately, no, I don't know much Spanish at all, sorry. So I won't be able to communicate too much. But if you have any English as well, I will try my best to reply to you, right? Everyone of us pursuing graduation in different colleges work together up to class 12 as well, says Utkash. And that means that, yeah, hopefully you will all be able to pursue your graduation as well. And now it is going to be Kerwin Bosch who is going to be kicking this one in behind now for the Sharks. That is a long kick from Kerwin Bosch. Great kick there. Very nicely done by the man in the number 10 jersey. Great touch finder. And now they have got the Bulls once again under pressure. Kerwin Bosch, great kick there from that man. And Noche, I believe they are looking at the fact that he is injured. And I think it looks like the knee or something, the ankle. And it doesn't look too good for him. Yeah, it looks like a knee. And that will be a big hit because he has been playing well. I'm not going to try and pronounce that first name, but Noche is the last name. And he looked in a fair bit of discomfort now. So that is why Buthelezi is now on the field. And it's now going to be the man in the number 2 jersey with this line-out throw, Krobala, once again. And so far, I don't think they've lost the line-out. Oh, they have lost one, actually. I have just seen, but it wasn't this one. They were able to retain this one, and now they are going to be driving once again here, the Bulls. At the moment, we're up to 43 minutes gone in this match. They've got the advantage as well now, the Bulls, and they are making good meters now. And they are trying to slow them down here, the Sharks, but they're still rolling forward here. And it is still rolling with the rolling ball. They've got about 20 meters here. At the moment, the Bulls, it's gone almost into touch, but they have got that one back. Papia now goes into the hands now of Cornell Hendricks. Now they've got a bit of space in the back line. It's going to be 5 wide now. Flat ball into the hands of it is going to be Stravino Jacobs. He has tackled just outside of the 22. Now it is going to be going back into the hands of Mornay Stain, looking for the pass. Sits up now for Hendricks, trying to find a gap in the back line, and he is looking good. Now it's going out into the hands of the number 6, Van Staden, I believe it is. Has just tried to run pretty much straight over the top of one of the defenders. Now it is going to be Dwayne Vermeulen wrestling with the man Buthelezi who's just come on the field. They've still got this ball now at the moment. And Papier now is going to be firing this one back into the hands of Mornay Stain. Quick hands to the man in the number 17 jersey, which in this one is Nkopoka. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Tries to find the offload, and it's almost taken as it. Yes, it is by Papier. Offloads it now. The referee was in the way, which meant that it had to go to ground. And now it is going to be the counter ruck. No, they weren't quite able to get it there for the Bulls. And now it's 5 back. This was almost going to be a drop kick attempt, but now instead they are going to be running it himself. David Creel has decided to have a run at that one. They have got the advantage. Now it's going back. Mornay Stain put in a little bit of an awkward kick, but it has been taken there. And more than likely, I would think that they are going to be taking the 3 points. Once again, Umbata has a dislocated shoulder. Noche has a knee problem as well, says Carl. Yeah, the Sharks are dropping like flies at the moment, unfortunately. Just losing a few of their players. But at this stage, Umbata is still on the field. And I would think from here that the Bulls, would be taking on the 3 points here. And they can't afford to be giving away these penalties, the Sharks. They know that Mornay Stain, he will tap them over for fun. I have been pleasantly surprised. They are going for the corner. They have got a new attitude now, the Bulls, and they are hoping to make the most of this moment to be able to turn it into 7 points. But Mornay Stain looking like he was going to be going for a drop kick or something perhaps. But then from there, it was a good run from David Creel. And then the penalty for offside did come. So now they are going for the line out. And who do they go to in this line out drive? Perhaps they go into the hands of Krobala, a man who does normally score a few tries off the line out more. And that one has been decided by, it was Nkopoka who was able to decide that one. And he has been told to step to the side. They have told him to wait because they were moving just a little bit too far there in terms of where he was standing for this line out. 10 meters out now. At the moment, the Bulls are from the Sharks line. Can they score here? They're having a team meeting. And Dwayne Vermeulen, he'll want his hands on the ball soon. Hasn't really had a carry other than that one where he did look dangerous early on in the match. So he will be hoping that he gets a few more opportunities in the second half as well. But now it is going to be looking like they're closing the gap a little bit is what Dwayne Vermeulen is saying. Jaco Piper is going to be Just trying to sort this out. And it is using up time as well, which I feel like both sides, they will be thinking that maybe they're lacking a little bit of time in terms of how much is left. They have only got 34 minutes now. And also the prediction from someone in the chat earlier on, it was the fact that it was going to be the Bulls scoring first. That is a big possibility right here. No, it's not. Because of the fact that it's going to be not straight. I jinxed them big time there. That was the call of not straight against Krobler Emmanuel. I also said has a very decent line-out throw, and that is a costly one for them there. Are they going to go for the line-out or the scrum here at this stage? Oh, no, it's actually just a straight penalty. So it wasn't for not straight. I think it was for possibly closing the gap or something along those lines. They will be showing it soon, and we will get to see what it was for. But interesting penalty against the Bulls there. That's not what they would have been wanting. But it was for possibly, was it changing where he was standing? Oh, no, a little bit of a hesitation, which is what it was for. Commentator says Carl Peterson. Yeah, I'm getting good at that. Unfortunately, ending up messing up quite a few teams in my way. But at this stage now, it means that the Sharks are going to have another opportunity now to be able to turn this into points. Or sorry, no, it's not. It is going to be now, once again, it's going to be the throw for Krobler. They want to make sure they've got this one right. And they want to make sure that they will be winning this one. 47 minutes into this match at the moment. 12 to the Bulls, 9 to the Sharks. They are a little bit further out than they were before. And they have been able to claim that one. Now it is going to be knocked out of the hands now by Fenter. And straight over the ball was Fenter once again, but not quite able to get that one. And now it's just inside of the half of the Sharks. It's in the hands of Lowe, getting driven backwards by Kolisi and also Buthelezi. Now it's going to be fired back once again by Papia Monestain, firing it high on the boot. It is being chased by Hendricks, who's taking that one. It's going to be Apelele Fase, who was able to take that one. And I have to say, it is good to see him playing because of the fact that the contact that he took in that first match, Winston Nantler, pretty much made him do a somersault. It is incredible that he did land safely in that situation. Now there's going to be fired back. Apelele Fase kicking that one on the left boot. Downfield, not going to be finding touch here. It's going straight into the hands now of David Creel. Now Monestain looking for a little bit of the territory game. And that one is going into touch just inside of the 22. And that is one of those ones that he doesn't mind if it's not completely in the corner there, Monestain. He is just enjoying the fact that now the Sharks have to try and get this line out right. But now I think there are going to be, is there a couple more subs being made? No, there haven't been. But I know a couple of the Bulls forwards have been rotated. I know one of the, I think it was the number 3, maybe Morne Smith came off the field. And that would be more than likely for Nkupoka as well. Yeah, at the end of the day, they were hoping to make a few meters there with the territory game. And that is exactly what they did. And Monestain now, he'll be happy with that. He is liking the fact that he is getting down this end of the field. And that's the thing. They turned down the 3 earlier on the Stormers. Possession at the moment, 60% to the Sharks and 59% territory as well. They have gone to the back now, claimed there by Rene Hehu. And now it is going to be in the hands of Kerwin Bosch. He sent that one high, and it's going to be an awkward take for whoever tries to get under it. Stravino Jacobs not able to take it, but that was a nice take there by Yapinke. And the Sharks have retained this ball now. It's going to be fired high. No, it's not. It's going to be charged down. Stravino Jacobs trying to take it. It's been knocked on. It's been knocked backwards, though. And now the Stormers, the Bulls have got this one. It has been stolen, and it's going to be now going back for the knock-on advantage. It was lost forward by the Sharks. And now the scrum feed is going to be to the Bulls in this line out, in the scrum. My brain is getting scrambled at the moment. We are very early in the morning here in New Zealand, but it has been a very entertaining game of rugby. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this live stream as well. Like I mentioned, we did hit that 2,000 subscribers. And yes, huge milestone. And now we are on the road to 3,000. So if you want to subscribe, please do. Much appreciated. But now it is going to be Zach Berger coming on the field. That is for Papier. So no try for him in this one, but he is a very talented player. And I will quickly write down that it is now Berger who has made his way onto the field. Zach Berger, that is. That is a nice, easy name to be able to say for myself. So I am very happy with that in that regard. Now it is going to be the scrum feed for Zach Berger. He will be feeding this one into the scrum for the Stormers. And we will have to wait and see how it is going to be going for them. And now we are just waiting. I felt like I was just standing, or not standing, just staring into oblivion there. I feel like if I closed my eyes for half a second, I would fall asleep. So that is why I am only blinking very rapidly at the moment. That one has been fed into the scrum. That's a good push there from the Bulls, but it isn't going to be an advantage. Yes, it is. Now they have got the advantage here. And now they have got a good opportunity of being able to score. It is going to be in the hands of Krobler. A little offload out now into the hands of the number 6 Vince Stoden, who is trying to drive forward. Now, what are they going to be able to do from here? It's a flat ball. Nicely run onto it was Unkuboka. And now it is still under advantage. Mornay Smith goes back now. Cornell Hendricks into the hands of now little kicker behind. It's going to be too far, though, for the man on the wing, which is Tumbwe. And now it means that it is going to be going back for the penalty. And the Bulls, do they take the 3 this time? Or do you decide to take on the 7 points once again? I feel like at this stage they will be looking for the 7. And that is not good news. Thomas Tatoya is down at the moment with a knee injury. And he has had a very good Rainbow Cup so far. So it would be a big shame to see him get injured at this stage. But yeah, it was just from the scrum. It's an awkward one. The way he twists more than likely would have been pretty hard on the kneecaps. And that is why he is in a lot of pain at the moment. But yeah, almost a try opportunity for the Bulls. And that's the thing. These two sides, they've been so close, yet so far away so many times at this stage. But Sio Khaleesi now, they are showing him, is he going to be able to have an impact late in this match? That seemed like a very small water bottle for that man, but Thomas Tatoy getting strapped up. Looks like it is possibly either the quad or the hamstring with where that tape was getting put. They are having their, what are those? By the way, those little, are they almost like a, what are they called? Are they almost like an energy drink kind of thing and kind of like a squeezy packet? I feel like that was terribly described, but you guys who are watching the game as well, you will know what I mean. What is that called? And what is it? Is it like an electrolytes type releaser thing? But Mornay Stain going to be kicking for the corner. They have decided in the second half now that 3 points may not be able to win them this game. So they need to pour on the pressure, and that is what they're going to be doing once again here in this line out. And the big question is, who are they going to be going to? Last time they were down here, Krovala unfortunately just ended up with a little bit of a hesitant throw, which did lead to the penalty. So now we're in the predicament of he has got another opportunity here. So far, the Bulls line out winning 5 from 7, I believe it is. 7 from 9. I knew that they had 2 failed ones, but I wasn't too sure about the other side of it. But it is going to be Krovala now. Who are they going to be going to? That's a big question. Do they go for the front here? Perhaps could be the option. Yes, they are. And now it is going to be put into the hands of the number 6 there, Van Yerden, who is trying to make a few meters extra. Or Van Stoden, sorry. Starden, I believe it was. Now it is going to be in the hands of Dwayne Vermeulen trying to drive forward there. The number 8 for the Bulls. They are getting very close to the line now. What are they going to be able to do from here? They are going around the side. Unkuboka once again is having a drive. Now around the side it is going to be in the hands of the number 7, I believe it was. And tell you what, Dwayne Vermeulen looks like he is ready to have another carry here. He is on the side of whoever that is. It's Unkuboka. He's getting close, but he's going to be held up, I believe. He is over the line. It has been popped out the back, and they are still keeping them out here. Now it is going to be almost a man just got flipped. Hinko Fenta just went up and went down there. And that was interesting. That's going to be going back to have a look at that, I think, if they do score. But now it is going to be once again another opportunity. It's a penalty, though. And it is going to be offside as the call. So now the Sharks have won the penalty right on their own in-goal line almost. No, it was quickly taken, but they weren't allowed to. It was actually a penalty up against the Bulls, sorry. My mistake there for offside. And we have also got, my daughter is in Auckland, but you would have to support the Sharks as well, says Neil. And yeah, at the moment, it is a very close game between these two sides. Showing respect for the Sharks as well, says Gil. And yeah, at the moment, I just love watching both of these sides play, to be fair. So whoever wins this match, I feel they will deserve it. And at this stage, the Sharks, good defense from them. Unfortunately, just that little bit offside there, which did cause it to be the problem. Are they going to kick for the corner here for the line out, or do they go for the scrum here? The Bulls, that is a big question. What a champion he as well, says Jesse was an outlaw. Yep, we are still up 5:30 a.m., but we are still going watching all of these games. Not the usual Jake White game plan. He usually takes the points, says Joss. So an interesting situation here that perhaps they are just saying we need to get those 7 pointers to be able to get in the lead. But it is going to be now the man in the number 18 jersey, which for this one is Vehan Herbs. I hope I am pronouncing that one correctly. He is on the field now for Thomas Tatoy from the injury. They have taken a quick tap there. And I believe it was maybe Vermeulen who was going quickly. They are getting close to the line, and they are only a couple meters short. They are held up now, and they are going to be going back by the looks of it. Dwayne Vermeulen is going to be calling for this one. Is he? No, Kabok around the side, and it is going to be the try for the Bulls. And now they have got themselves a bit more of a lead in this match, and that could be the difference because of the fact I mentioned the first try of this match could be the winner. And at this stage, we are looking at a possible 19-9, but at this stage, the conversion hasn't gone over. So we will have to wait and see about that. I just woke up, lol. Thought I'd pop in as well. Says just an outlaw. It is good to see you this early on in the morning. 5:30 a.m. This is no joke. It is a late night game for us, that is for sure. God bless you, bro. Nice work. Thanks again, says Eliza. And yeah, thank you all very much for the support on these live streams. Just makes them even more motivating to keep on doing. That one has gone over, and that means now that the score is 19 to the Bulls and 9 to the Sharks. In the end, it was Unkupoka who was able to jump through the middle. I hope I'm saying that correctly as well. Unkupoka, sorry, who was able to score that try. And yeah, just burst through the gap. It looked like Vermeulen was going to be calling for it on that side, but instead, round the side, I think it was almost a little bit of a seller to dummy almost, because of the fact that they were looking at Vermeulen, then he just snuck around the side of the ruck and scored that try. That one has gone high. The Sharks chasing this one hard, taken nicely by Hendricks in the air. And they have got this ball just outside of the 22. Has been taken outside of the 22, so now it will be taken back if they do try and kick this one. This ball's not really coming out of that ruck very easily at this stage. And Butter in the background making a nuisance of himself, trying to get them a little bit thrown off there. And that kick has gone high. Try time, Bulls, yes please, as well. And that one has been taken nicely there by Apalele Fassi on the halfway line now. And that one is going to be the situation of Ben Hendrickson now, who has got that ball. Oh, Hehu hit hard in the tackle, and it's a knock-on advantage. He got smacked there, and it is the shoulder, and now he is injured as well. And at this stage, these teams are absolutely just breaking each other down. And oh, sorry, it was actually Ruben van Yerden, I believe, who took that one. Yes, it was the number 4 for the Sharks. Into contact. Oh, maybe a little bit high there. So they might actually, yes, their captain's challenging it. So maybe this one could get reversed and they could end up possibly going for the corner here, the Sharks, if they get the chance. But, of course, this one has to be reversed and the captain's challenge is going to be in full effect. And, yeah, at the moment, I should also mention, by the way, anyone who was wondering who this is in the background, it is Kieran. He is an inflatable All Black, and he is one of those mascots of our channel almost at this stage. We have got Nigel in the chat as well. Welcome to the live stream, mate. I'm not too sure what that says, but I hope it isn't anything bad. We have got I am back, says Adrian. And yeah, welcome to the live stream. Welcome back, mate. It is good to see you. And then we have got Bertie has said 99 at the moment. And it looks like it is a high, it hits the neck. But then the question is, was it high contact to start with? Oh, it's almost a shoulder. So because of it, I think it's going to be a penalty up against the man in the number 16 jersey, I think it was. No, it is an 18 on the back. So that would be against Trevor Nakarne. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly there. Top of the chest and rights up, I think they are saying. Okay, it's going to be a penalty turnover, and it's going to go to the Sharks now. So that is going to be an ideal opportunity for them to be able to get this counter-attack going. Kerwin Bosch will be kicking this one for the corner after the penalty. But yeah, they had the knock-on advantage there. So it is because they are being consistent, and the penalty earlier on against them, the Sharks, emoji in the chat for Adrian as well. And at the moment, this is an ideal opportunity for them to get right back into this match. It's going to be Kerwin Bosch now. He is going to be kicking this one for the corner. 55 minutes gone in this match. Only a total of 25 in this match to go. And the Sharks now kicking for the corner. Kerwin Bosch there with a good kick. And it is going to be about 15 metres out now. And the Sharks are going to have the line out. In the end, just a little bit too high from the number 18 for the Bulls. Nakare, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. But it was the tackle on Van Yerden, and that is why it was the penalty there. And now, by the looks of it, we are just waiting to see where they are going in this line out. Do they go short once again? I know the Sharks, they do love playing that one where they do go with the short ball to the front of the line out. Is that going to be in play here? We have also got Nigel in the chat, has got, or Nikki, sorry, has got a whole heap of, I can't actually see what it is. Is it beers in the chat by the looks of it? Now they are going to be driving forward. This is looking very good here for the Sharks. He's broken off the back. He's going close to the line, and he is only about a metre short now. And now Sia Khaleesi has put his body over it now. It's going to be around the side. Van Yerden looks like he wants this one, and he is going to be driving forward. He is tackled though. And now it means that they are only a couple metres short. It's going to be Sia Khaleesi taking it. No, he is on the hip of the man Buthelezi, and he has been dragged down as well. Vermeulen straight over the board. I think he was almost able to steal it. No, he wasn't. He did go in through the side, and because of it now, it means that it is going to be the penalty. Do they take this one quickly here, the Sharks? What do they do? Do they kick for the corner? Do they take the scrum? A lot of questions to be answered here. By the looks of it, Kerwin Bosch is going to be kicking this one for the corner, and it is going to once again be a line out for the Sharks. and they are hoping that they will be able to get right back into this one. But I will mention anyone who is new, be sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like as well. And yeah, and we also got Sunco in the chat. Shout out to you, although I'm not too sure what you have got in the chat. So hopefully it is all right and not something negative. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in as well. Go the Bulls, says Jesse was an outlaw. And yeah, at the moment, having a decent performance here, the Bulls. And it is going to be a good opportunity now for the Sharks, though, to be able to make something of this line out. It is now going to the front, almost stolen there. Oh, and it's a tackle in the air, is it? Yes, it is. And it's a penalty now to the Bulls. And because of it, they have managed to win that one just out from their line. We have got Go Sharks from Gale, and we have also got in the chat, Gareth is going for the Sharks in this one as well. And yeah, taking the man out was the call. Unfortunately for the Sharks, not able to win that line out. Perhaps the quick tap could have been the better option at that position on the field. Just taking it quickly, taking the risk. But that one is going to be kicked into touch now for Mornay Stain. My cat is still on me, by the way, guys. And he is not really awake at the moment. Although now he has woken up. I ended up touching him with the cable of the headphones. And he kind of got shocked at what I was doing. We have got Go Sharks, says Adrian. As well, he is going for the Sharks here. They need 10 more points. And they do need to score the next try if they want a chance of being able to win this match now. And once again, they are having a bit of a communication between the Bulls. And it was the man in the number one. It was Krobler. And also it was Nkupoka, the man who was able to score the try for the Storm. I almost called them the Stormers, the Bulls earlier on. That one is taken there nicely by Stenkamp as well. And now they are starting that rolling maul that the Bulls know and love. Trying to make a few minutes. It's going to go into touch almost. They've done very well to keep that ball in. And now it's going to be Tumpway now. Trying to make a few extra meters for a side. They're just inside of their own half at the moment here, the Bulls. And they will be hoping to make a few more meters very soon. It's going to be the number 5 there, which is Nokia for this one. And they've got the advantage for the high tackle as well. So they can throw everything at this. Dwayne Vermeulen now running out at Sia Khaleesi. And also it was Buthelezi. And now it is going to be at the stage. Vermeulen is just hanging on to the leg of Buthelezi on the ground. And it is going to be the penalty now. Going back for that penalty to the Bulls. 1 try in this match so far. And it was scored by the replacement, number 17. And it was Nkupoka who was able to score it. For anyone who is just tuning in now. But yeah, ended up being a little bit high. It's unfortunate because the man did duck his head. So it does make it very tough to be able to tackle him in any other way. But at this stage, 19 to the Bulls, 9 to the Sharks. 1 try, like I mentioned. This game's going to come down to the wire, I have a feeling. And that is what's going to make it so exciting. That one was kicked downfield. Now Kerwin Bosch is going to be clearing his lines. Gone over the head of the Bulls player. And now it's going to be 40 meters out. And it is going to be an opportunity for the line out once again of the Bulls. That is the first yawn of the night. That's not too bad. Overall, we've reached 5:40 a.m. and we have reached the first yawn of the night, which means at this stage, maybe about 20 minutes or so, I will be probably well and truly asleep. But luckily, at this stage, if we get a try very soon, it will wake me right back up. They are showing it is going to be Chris Smith, coming on the field, and that is going to be for Mornay Stain. So that is a big change there to be making for the Bulls. Very experienced player. And Christopher Smith. And at the moment, they are having a bit of a reshuffle there. The Sharks defense in the line-out. And it's going to be Krobler once again, looking like he wants to go to the front here. Perhaps it's going to be the option. No, they have gone instead in the air. And they have claimed that one once again. And they have been making some good rolling meters, in that rolling maul. They have been driving forward. And it's been looking decent for them. And now it is starting to go sideways. Now all of the Sharks players coming up to be ready to defend this one. And at the moment, they are slowly still driving the Bulls. They are 40 meters out now from the line that they are trying to get to, which is the Sharks. That one has been spun around. Who has got the ball now? They've got the advantage now. And it is going to be now Christopher Smith in the first receiver role. No, it's still Mornay Stain. They just said that Christopher Smith was coming off the field. That one has been kicked in behind there. And because of it, it's an awkward one. And it is going to be taken there by Yapenke. And because of it, they're going right back for that advantage. And the Bulls might be kicking for the corner once again here. And we are just going to wait and see what they are going to do from here. Are they going to go for the 3 here? Or do you go for the corner? I feel like you might as well go for the corner and just keep on going. Offside is one of the options. The other one, I think they had 2 different advantages there for the Bulls. And they are going to go Mornay Stain. And they are going to be taking the shot by the looks of it now. So now they are going back to the three-pointers here, the Bulls, because of the lead that they have got themselves. Is that a little cart? That's like a little ute that drives the tee onto the field. That is kind of awesome. I want one of those now. But in the end, it is going to be now 3 points for the Bulls once again. They are trying to extend that lead. They have decided that 10 points is nice, but 13 would be a lot nicer, although it is still 2 converted tries that the Sharks would have to get if they do want to get the win in this one. So perhaps maybe kicking for the corner. I feel like I've been watching too much of Super Rugby with the fact that they are just continuously kicking for the corner in that competition. But this one, they are playing it strategically here, and I do respect that from the Bulls here. And they are hoping that they will be able to convert this one, and Morné Steyn will make it 22 to the Bulls if he can do so. But yeah, they mentioned that Christopher Smith was coming on the field for Morné Steyn, but Morné Steyn is still out there. So I'm not sure who got that one wrong, but Morné Steyn kicking that one nicely. And it has gone over the veteran Morné Steyn, now making the score 22 to the Bulls and 9 to the Sharks. So at the moment, a comfortable lead for them in this match by 13 points. They will be hoping to extend that even further, perhaps work towards that bonus point. I'm not sure what the bonus point situation is in this competition, but I believe it is something to do with the fact that you would be wanting to make sure that you get 3 tries more than your opponent, I think it is. But at the moment, there are still 18 minutes left in this match. Plenty of time for both teams to be able to score. But at the moment, my coverage has decided it wants to freeze, so I'm going to have to quickly refresh. So hopefully they haven't kicked off yet, but we will have to wait and see when we get back in. Okay, they have kicked off, and it has been claimed by the Bulls there. Now it is going to be in the hands of Berger, giving it off to Nkapoko, who has the 1 try of this match, and it's going to be another penalty to the Bulls now. And that's one thing. Anytime they give away a penalty now with the Sharks inside of the half, or inside of their own half, they're going to be getting 3 points against them every day of the week. So now it is going to be Morné Steyn. He is going to be kicking this one for touch, and they're going to once again be driving towards the line of the Sharks here. The Bulls off this line out. They are going to be at about halfway, just inside their own half. And they will be hoping that they can continue to build this momentum that they are forming. A lot of people, I think the prediction that I saw from a lot of people was that the Bulls were going to win by about maybe 10 points. 22-9 says Birdie as well. It is indeed at this stage. 22 to the Bulls, 9 to the Sharks. They are at home here, the Bulls. So they have got their home field advantage, although, of course, not many people in attendance for this one. And they have got that little ute that drove out onto the field to deliver the water bottle or the tea, I think it was, which was pretty awesome. And I do need to get me one of those. Turn your camera, says Adrian Berger. Unfortunately, due to copyright, if I was to even show a second of the footage, we would get taken down by YouTube, and then we would end up being banned from live streaming for 3 months, sadly. Like, I wish I could show the footage, but literally, I've seen streams in the past. As soon as you show even a second of audio, they just wipe it completely off the face of YouTube. Now it is going to be in the hands of the number 18 for the Bulls. They are slowly driving 40 metres out now. Morné Steyn fires it back. Hendricks now trying to find a gap. Cornell Hendricks. Good tackle on him, though, by Kerwin Bosch. And it did go backwards. A little bit of a fumble now. It's going to be Morné Steyn just once again going, I'll kick it in behind every day of the week to make it awkward for you. That one almost didn't go out for Apalele Fasi. And once again, the Bulls in a very good territory on the field, only 10 metres out. Morné Steyn, he seems like he's going to be a pain to the Sharks because he's just going to keep on putting that ball inside of the 22. We have got the thorn in the Sharks, is Morné Steyn as well, says Nigel. And yeah, at the moment, he is just being that guy who's going to keep on kicking it in behind until the Sharks can make 80 metres to make it all the way down and make the try. My cat just jumped majorly, and I'm not sure why. And it almost gave me a fright as well. At this stage, the Sharks, though, they have won 7 of 8 of their lineouts. But, of course, having a lineout 10 metres out from your line is a different story. A lot of pressure in this situation for them. Going to the front, and it's been stolen there by the Bulls. I don't think they'll be kicking this one out here, but it is going to be in the hands now of the number 2, who has been tackled awkwardly. The groin might have gotten a little bit stretched there. Are they going for the drop kick here? Looks like they are going to. Morné Steyn taking on the drop goal. Has he got it? No, he has missed that one. And I feel like that is going to be the style of rugby that the Bulls are going to be playing from now on. They are just going to keep on going drop kick or for the corner rather than trying to get the tries. It is strategic. And at this stage, maybe it will be what wins them the game. But you got to feel for the Sharks. They're going to be trapped inside of their 22 throughout this one. And yeah, it's going to be hard for them to be able to get out from here. Now it is going to be a 22 dropout from the Sharks. It was Kerwin Bosch kicking that one off, taken nicely. Oh, he's up in the air, and he has been put it down very nicely there. But now the Sharks have got the counter ruck, and they are going to be able to steal this one. No, not quite. Now it is going to be going back into the hands of Mornay Stain. They are going to use their backline here. I feel like that is what they're best at doing. It is going to be David Creel who is setting this one up, almost ripped away from him. And that's the thing, they've got to keep on going for contact, I feel, rather than kicking this one away. I'm liking the way that they're playing when they do use their backline. Now it's in the hands of the winger now. It is going to be Stravino Jacobs making a big hit on the man in the number 14 jersey, Yapinke. Now it is going to be in the hands of Nkapoka, who was already able to score a try in this match. Now it's going to be Mornay Stain, short ball there, and they are driving up the middle. That's the thing. They have been kicking for the corner, but if they can score one more try here, and it's going to be the big man, Lowe, who is flying through the gap. But yeah, if they can score one more try, they win this match. So I feel like that is what they've got to do. And they are going to go once again. Hendricks fires the wide ball. He's got a man on the inside, man on the outside, and he's going all the way there. And it's going to be the try for Stravino Jacobs. Looked a little bit too simple for them, but that is now going to be the win for the Bulls. And I'm not sure. Do let me know, guys, what is the go with the bonus point? Is it if you're 3 tries that you score, do you get the bonus point, or is it 4? Do let me know in that regard. But at this stage, Stravino Jacobs, I said that they should use that attacking rugby rather than kicking the ball away. And it's exactly what worked for them. Great run there from Lowe, then fired it wide. And it was, in the end, the man on the wing who was able to get that ball down. Stravino Jacobs, look at the gap form. Hendricks goes out to Jacobs. So much space. No defenders in front of him. And he scores the try. Hey, y'all, says Scrumless as well. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. Currently 5:50 a.m. at the moment here in New Zealand. But we are still up for this game. Go Bulls, says Jimbo. And also Adrian has said Boo Bulls as well. And writings on the wall, says Marius. Yeah, thank you all very much for tuning into this live stream. It is very much appreciated. And at this stage, we have still got another 13 minutes to go in this match. So perhaps that bonus point is what the Bulls will be going for now. They have got enough of a lead that they can make the most of it. The Sharks, they will want to get at least a try in this match, give them a bit of confidence. But the Bulls have just played the smarter game of rugby for them, unfortunately. Mornay Stain has got that one. He is a cool, calm customer under pressure. Go Bulls as well from Warren. And yeah, at the moment, they are leading this match 29 points to the 9 of the Sharks. 20 points difference in this one so far. And Stravino Jacobs fires the ball out into the hands of, Stravino Jacobs. That is the man who scored the try. And he was able to score at the second try of the match for the Bulls. But yeah, is it 3 or 4 tries you need for a bonus point? Because at this stage, the Bulls, I feel like that's what they need to aim for now, with the fact that they have pretty much got this game won. 20 points difference. I don't think the Sharks can score that many tries. That is taken nicely there by Lowe. Once again, he's been busy since coming on the field. That was for the replacement injury of, it was Arno Bota very early in the match. Now it is going to be in the hands of Nkapoka once again. Having a run, no, says Adrian. He is not happy with the scoreline at the moment. That is for sure now. It's going to be fired back into the hands of Mornay Stain, and they are going now for another run down the field. It is going to be David Creel now trying to make his way up the middle of the field. The Sharks, though, straight over that ball. And it's a penalty to the Sharks as well. What do they do? Do they take it quickly, or do they end up going for the corner? We have also got Bulls playing the best rugby in Rainbow Cup so far this year, says Jimbo Cook as well. And that's the thing. I really like that back line. I know I've been repeating it a lot, but I like the fact that they were willing to take the risk to try and get the reward, and it looked very impressive from them. Now it is going to be a line out for the Sharks, 10 metres out from their line. They will be hoping to get that one try. I'll put on my Bull stop for work as well, says Nigel. So hopefully your workmates are all Bulls fans, or else maybe a couple Sharks supporters might not be too happy with you in that regard. But yeah, at the moment, I will ask also Scrum Lads, what time is it in America? I always struggle with the time zones in terms of how it changes. That's gone over the back. Who's going to be taking that one? It's almost going to be in the hands. He was hit hard in the one, and now it's going to be a little knock on. And it means now that it is going to be, someone, it looks like he is a little bit rough there. And it was time off at the moment. They're just checking to see if he is all right, the number 6, which in this one is Marco van Staden at this stage. Looking a little bit rough. Now it is going to be a scrum feed, though, for the Sharks. If they want to get right back in this match, they need to score off the scrum or only a couple phases after it. That is how simple it is at this stage. Of course, it's simple saying it, but the Bulls at the moment, they are going to be doing their best to defend it, trying to keep that Shark side's tryless in this match as well. Well done, Bulls. We were outplayed tonight, says Gail Jacobs as well. And yeah, it's one of those ones, the Sharks, I expected the likes of the men on the wing, Yapinke and also Werner Koch. I thought they were going to get a little bit more of the ball, to be fair, out on that wing, but they haven't really been able to use that backline very well unfortunately for them. We've got my brother as a diehard Sharks fan as well, says Nigel. And that's the thing. Can the Sharks win this one? The front row's gone down. It's going to be a scrum reset now. And they hit the ground hard, that front row on this far side, or on the near side. It was going to be Vihan Hurubs. And also it would be, I believe, Nkupoka as well. It's high noon here in the high desert, Hamish, as well, with a cactus emoji. So, yeah, nice time of day, I guess. It is going to be nicely at perhaps lunchtime. Is it nuts? I feel like high noon is a term that my brain has just not comprehended. It is lunchtime, isn't it? Around that, somewhere around 12, if I'm not wrong. Maybe. I could be wrong, though. Well done, Bulls. We were outplayed tonight as well. And lol, we have Bulls jersey one whole week, mate, as well, says Jimbo Cook. Taking them all the way to next week's game, perhaps, which should be a very exciting one as well. But now it is going to be the bind, the front row. That looked like a lot of contact. And once again, there's going to be another scrum feed. This is going to be taking up time that the Sharks don't really want to be using up. And also the Sharks replacement of Nohaba is on the field as well. And they have just said, make sure you hold up in the scrum or else, yeah, it could be a penalty. But at this stage, the Bulls, I feel like they've got enough of a lead that they may not even mind having the penalty. It's siesta time, 12 noon. Everyone has to get out in the sun, or out of the sun, or it will literally fry you alive. Geez, that sounds like some intense heat. That is for sure. And then over here in New Zealand, it is 5:53 a.m. and a bit cold. Luckily, I've got a cat on me at the moment, so I think he is trying to keep warm at the moment. But yeah, after this game, I think I am going to be doing maybe a post-match review and then going to bed. After that, that's when you separate the men from the boys as well, says Nigel. And now it is going to be off the back, Nohaba into the hands now with a replacement in the number 22. Sorry, he's very close to the line, but the ball's put free. And unfortunately, that is unfortunately summed up the game a little bit for the Sharks there. And it was the situation of just that little knock on a couple meters short of the line. And from there, perhaps one of the other players could have gotten in there and would have been able to take that one. But they are showing the man in the number, I believe that would be Mani Labok. Yeah, he went through the gap. Beautiful step there, but great tackle on him by Berger. And then from there, just ended up losing the ball in contact to end up going forward there. And it is very unfortunate for the Sharks in that regard. So now it is going to be a Bulls scrum only a few meters out from their line. The Sharks need to give it their all here in this push if they want to get any chance of scoring a try before the end of this game. Because more than likely, the Bulls, I don't know whether they'll run it out from here, or perhaps they would, because of the fact that if they get that bonus point, that will give them a very good lead, because at the moment the Sharks did have 2 extra bonus points. Possession has gone into the favour of the Bulls. 55%. Zach Berger putting that ball in. It's at the back of it now, and it has gone up in the front row advantage for the Stormers, and they have blown for the penalty as well. And Cornell Hendricks was going to be kicking that one away if they didn't decide to take that one. And now they are going to get to go down the field and then have a line out as well for the Stormers. And like I mentioned, the bonus point must be playing factor on the minds of the Bulls. I call them the Stormers once again. I am sorry about that. I feel like it's a blue, and straight away when it is 6 a.m., my mind goes, oh, blue is the Stormers, but also, of course, blue is the Bulls. And they were able to win that penalty at scrum time. Must admit, you better than a whole bunch South African commentators, mate, says Jimbo Cook, and I do appreciate that a lot. I am still very early in my commentary days. Believe it or not, when the channel started about 8 months ago, I didn't actually talk in videos. And then from there, yeah, just slowly been building it up, and hopefully we just continue to improve as we keep going. But Mornay Stain, they are showing at the moment, he has had a key role in this win for the Bulls at this stage. Now it's going to be Christopher Smith making his way onto the field, and it was Mornay Stain who has scored a lot of points in this match as well. And it also is going to be Swain Paul who is making his way onto the field, and that is for the number 5, which is Nokia for this one. And yeah, they are very happy with that performance. Definitely 10 out of 10 commentary as well from Scrum Lass. And I do appreciate that as well. And anyone who is watching the game, that is an awesome little truck that they've got that runs out onto the field or drives out onto the field to give them the kicking tee. That is a smart idea. That one has gone to the back, and Vermeulen has been able to claim that one. And now they are inside of their own half here, the Stormers, but they are trying to make a few meters. And by the looks of it, they are going to. It's gone down, and they've got another advantage here. And now they have got a perfect opportunity of being able to drive Cornell Hendricks now with the offload. And now it's going to be into the hands of the winger. And it is going to be now Stravino. Jacobs with a big step on the inside. They are driving up very nicely here, the Blues. Now it is in the hands of Zach Berger. He is swarmed by Sia Khaleesi, and they are going back now for another penalty. And I hope they kick for the corner here rather than going for the 3 here. Surely with the bonus point on the mind, they will be wanting to do that. And that's the thing, if they can score one more time as well, like at this stage, there are only 5 minutes left. There's no way that they're going to be able to make it to the score that the Bulls are on with the Sharks, that is. And at the moment, Khaleesi has made 13 tackles, the second most in this match for anyone in the game. That one has been kicked for the corner, I believe. And now it means that it is going to be another opportunity for the Bulls, to really pour on the pressure. You can kind of tell that this is the last live stream of the weekend in terms of the rugby, just because of the fact that the amount of teams and players that are going on in my head at the moment, there's a huge number. It is fair to say, but now it is going to be the number 16 for the Bulls who is going to be throwing this one. Penalties conceded 15 against the Sharks, unfortunately for them. And that was one of those things, you can't afford to give away that many if you do want a chance of being able to win a game. But they are going to be going for the line out here into the hands of the number 19. And once again, they are going to be driving here, the Bulls, making a few meters. And they are looking very good for perhaps setting up another opportunity to score a try. They have wheeled it around a little bit. Vermeulen is leading the charge. And they are just going to walk this one in. And the Blues score the try. The Bulls score the try, sorry. And it is the man in the number 20 jersey. It is Lowe. And he has had a good game. And it was, the number 20, Heinrich Lowe, I believe the name is. At the moment, Dwayne Vermeulen is down, which doesn't look too good for the Bulls. But it was a very nice try from them. And now that will be the game, ladies and gentlemen. Surely there is no chance for the Sharks to get back. And I'm wondering if that is the bonus point. I can't remember whether or not that would be the bonus point for the Bulls with the scoreline. But this is a high scoreline at the moment. The Bulls sitting on 36. The Sharks sitting on 9. And they have been left scoreless, or tryless, in this match so far, the Sharks, which I don't think too many people were expecting. But the Blue Bulls, I keep on calling them the Blue Bulls, but it is just the Vodacom Bulls. They are a very happy side at the moment. Mornay Stain, a happy man as well. Thanks, mate, says Yucko Prince. And no worries, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. It's going to be Christopher Smith with his first kick of the night. He is lining it up. The lights straight in his eyes. Has he got it? Yes, he does. Very nicely done. And now we're up to 77 minutes gone in this match. They've got 3 tries. I think they still need one more if they do want the bonus point here. And that will be exactly what they are chasing from here now. No, says Adrian, hasn't gone the Sharks' way in this match. But I have a feeling they will be fighting back in the next couple rounds. And it was just a very nicely done one by the Bulls. And they just kept driving. And from there, it was no doubt that they were getting over the line with that many players driving forward. People were struggling to keep up with them. That's how quick they were going with that rolling maul. Very good unison within the 4-pack there to create that opportunity and create that try. But anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button on this channel. We are very much appreciative of all of our new subscribers we have had. Also the old ones who have been around for a while. And it just makes it a lot more of a party environment, I guess you could say, in the chat as well. Try-time Bulls, it was indeed. And now we are just waiting for this ball to get out for the Blue Bulls. Just the Bulls. At this stage, only a total of 2 minutes left in this match. And the Bulls, they will want another try. So they will wait and see what they can do. Christopher Smith now. Oh, that's an awkward kick. That's a very awkward kick, but maybe it is the perfect kick. Stravino Jacobs takes it. And if he can go all the way here, he's got a man on the inside. He's found him. He's going to be going for the offload. They're looking for the bonus point here. They need one more try to be able to do it. At the moment, it is Zach Berger. I think with the ball in hand, he has offloaded it. It's going to be an awkward bouncy one. Didn't really sit up nicely. Now it's going to be Stravino Jacobs into the hands of Christopher Smith. Out wide to Lowe. He's running on the inside. And they are only a couple meters out now, the Blue Bulls. I keep on calling them the Blue Bulls. I do apologize about that. But I will read all of your chat in a very short moment as well. But we are getting very close to the end of this match. Now it is going to be the number 18 going himself. Good tackle on him, driving him backwards. Now it is going to be, I tell you what, Lowe has been working hard in this one. Player leaving feet, and now they've got the advantage as well. It's been fired back into the hands of Erasmus. Little pop-up ball into the hands of David Creel, sorry. And they are going around the side once again. Dwayne Vermeulen is lurking next to the ruck, and it is going to be the penalty now for the Blue Bulls. I keep on calling them the Blue Bulls. Why do I keep on calling them the Blue Bulls? But it is just the Bulls, and they were able to win another penalty. And more than likely, they will take this one quickly. Dwayne Vermeulen, he's getting close. Is he over? I think he's close, but it is just going to be short for Dwayne Vermeulen there. And he has been very close yet so far away throughout this whole match. It's 5 wide now, and Christopher Smith is going to score it, and that is going to be the bonus point for the Bulls as well. And that is going to be a very impressive performance from them there. They have run away with this game late in it. And now with that one as well, the score is going to be 43 at full time, I believe, to the Bulls, 9 to the Sharks. Hats off to the Bulls. Number 16, my man on speaker now as well, said Jimbo. And also we have got cheers from Ecal, and your channel is growing like crazy. Congrats, says Scrumless. Yeah, the amount of support we have had on these live streams is just incredible. Like I mentioned earlier on, it's like the fact that I don't really know some of these players that well, but you guys in the chat always help me out, and it is much appreciated. Danny has got a few happy faces as well. We've also got Try Time Bulls, yes, and thanks for the great commentary from Danny, no worries. And thank you very much for tuning in. Be sure to hit that subscribe button because we are going to be doing every game of Super Rugby Transathlon and also the Rainbow Cup. Hopefully a few more of these South African games. It's currently 6 a.m. here in New Zealand. My eyes are bloodshot, but we have got one more chance of, we're going to get one more play. So I assume it's going to be kicked off by the Sharks. And then from there, they won't be risking it. And they would be possibly just kicking this one straight into touch. My voice is luckily almost leaving now, which means that I have had enough of an opportunity to get through this one. 43-9 says Birdie. It is indeed at the moment. And Bulls all the way, says Nigel. Very impressive performance from them. And they have still got 12 seconds to play. Do you deserve a rest, says Scrumless. And yeah, hopefully it will be a long rest. Sleeping probably until maybe like 5 p.m. New Zealand time tomorrow. I think we're even going to do a short live stream after this. That one is going to be almost taken. I think it was a knock on. And that means now they have got the opportunity of firing this one back. And this one will be going into touch with Christopher Smith. And that is going to be the win for the Bulls. And it is the situation the Sharks not able to score a try throughout that whole match against the Bulls. And because of it now, it means that they will be getting that bonus point and moving into first place in the competition as well. Thanks for keeping us updated, said Adrian Berger. No worries, mate. And yeah, thank you all very much for tuning in. It is hugely appreciated with all of you guys who have been sticking around throughout these whole live streams. Like we've had so many, 4 in the last 24 hours. I'm glad to be hearing, or great to hear. I'll be hearing you again in the future, mate. As well, says Jimbo Cook, and that is much appreciated as well. I look forward to seeing you guys in the chat for future live streams as well. We have also got in there next time, cheers, mate, says Ekel as well. But full time, the Bulls were able to score 43 points with the bonus point, and the Sharks only able to score the 9. And yeah, it's Dwayne Vermeulen very close to scoring at the end as well. Go Bulls as well, says Diane. She is happy with the result here because of the fact that the Bulls, you could say quite a dominant performance because of the fact they left the Sharks tryless in this match. They took their opportunities. They got over those threes and just kept on building up the pressure. And then from there, it did create the opportunity of being able to make the most of the opportunities of Dwayne Vermeulen having a joke there with it was Nahaba as well. And yes, Bulls, says Warren. But yeah, at the moment, interesting stuff. The Bulls moving into first place. They will be sitting on, I believe, if I'm not wrong, they will be sitting on 13 points with the Sharks sitting just closely behind them on 10 at this stage. So yeah, now we're going to wait and see how it is going to be going for the later stages of this one. Pretoria is going to be mad now, says Adrian as well. Lucky Bulls as well, says Sune, who is very happy with the result. Like I said, 43-9. The tries in this match, the first one was scored in the second half. That was by Nkopoka. Then from there was a try for, it was Stravino Jacobs. Then there was also a try for Christopher Smith and also one other that I feel like I should have written down because I have forgotten. I think it was actually Heinrich Lowe, yeah, I believe it was, who was able to score the other one for the bonus point for them. Lemmy Man Bull as well, says Diane Simpson, who is going for the Bulls big time for Super Rugby, or sorry, not Super Rugby, for the Rainbow Cup. And they were able to do very well there. And they were able to make the most of those opportunities given to them. Thanks for the stream, bud, as well, says Birdie. And yeah, thank you very much for being here. It is hugely appreciated. And Backgat as well said, Jimbo, what does that mean? Do let me know as well in the chat. Yeah, nonetheless, hopefully you guys have enjoyed that live stream that I have just done of this match between the Bulls and the Sharks. We will be back next week. I will have a quick look on my phone to see who the games next week are going to be, because I believe there is the Champions Cup final for, it will be La Rochelle versus Toulouse, but it is the situation of the Rainbow Cup. South Africa will still continue into next week as well. So we will have a quick look. What are we going to see? And it is going to be the factor of the Rainbow Cup. Another game's kicking off in 27 minutes. I will not be doing that one, though. That is before for sure. So, right, the games are going to be Saturday night at 11 p.m. And that is going to be the Sharks versus the Stormers. And then the next game after that is going to be the Lions versus the Bulls. Now, that is a shame with what time that game is going to be on the Saturday night, the Sharks versus the Stormers. I would have loved to be able to do that game as well. But because of the fact that Super Rugby Trans-Tasman, I believe it is going to be kicking off at about the same time. So I will have to try and make a decision of which stream to do between those ones. And then also on Sunday at 1:30 a.m., it is going to be the Lions versus the Bulls. So that could be an interesting watch as well. Yeah, another 40 past the Sharks, says Bertie. And yes, thanks, you did an excellent job, says Adrian. And I do appreciate that a lot as well. Well done, Bulls, says Bertie. And let's go, Bulls, let's go, says Diane. And Your Highness says backcat means something like great. Okay. See, I feel like I'll start to learn a few more words as well in the chat, just with you guys always interacting. There were a couple messages earlier on that I wasn't actually sure what they said. And yeah, I'm worried that they were something bad, so I just read out the name, but I'm not too sure. I want to put them up on the screen, but I feel like if they are something to do with swearing, that maybe, yeah, it wouldn't be ideal. Do you guys want to see me put them up just so that you guys can explain to me what they actually meant? Or do you think I should do Google Translate a little bit after this live stream as well? But yeah, at the moment, I will also check the likes while we are at it to see what we are sitting on for this live stream. And we are sitting on a total of 38. So only 2 short of the 40. Can we get to that before the end of the live stream? Thank you, bud. You are really a legend as well, says Bertie, and I do appreciate that. And you guys in the chat are always legends for being at these live streams. Does mean a lot to me for you guys all being there. Yep, put up as well, says Your Highness. Right. Now, I want to say before these go up, I am not putting these as in to offend you guys, just in case there is anything offensive there. It is purely for learning purposes. So this was the first one. And I believe that is Bulls, of course. I know B-U-L-L-E is Bulls. And that is about the only word that I did know. And I was worried because, of course, in English, die is not really the best word, of course. But yeah, do let me know what this one means. And then there was also a longer one as well, which I would be keen to find out what they mean. But anyone who is just tuning in now, we are trying to work out what the comments were meaning. I did see Nigel a little bit ago as well, though, in the chat, who said Blues or Bulls all the way. So maybe this one is a nice one from Nigel. I guess shout out to Nigel if you're still here as well for tuning in. And yeah, hopefully with this little bit of extra help from you guys, I will be able to learn. Bulls don't eat the floor. Okay, so that, or don't eat off the floor as well from Your Highness. Right, so that is the first one. So that is all right. I am okay with that one. Right, this is the next one. And that was the only message from this fella. So I'm hoping it wasn't anything serious. All the way blue Bulls as well, says Rodwell. Right, this is the other one. And I am hoping it is not anything offensive. But please do let me know. And if it is, I will... the Bulls doesn't eat from the floor as well, says Adrian. So that is what it's a reference to a song as well. And cheers, mate. Hopefully you're going to get some sleep now. Yeah, I think that will be on the cards as well. And I've just realized that the emoji that I saw earlier on was a bull, but I couldn't see it because of how small it was and put them up, says Bertie as well. So this is the second one. So hopefully it isn't anything too bad. But do let me know what this one means as well. Anyone who is just tuning in now, 4 tries for the Bulls in this match. They were able to win this match 43 points to 9 over the Sharks. 4 tries for them. The first was scored by Inkopoka. The second was scored by Cornell Hendricks. Oh, sorry, Stravino Jacobs, actually. And then it was the other try for, it was Christopher Smith, and also it was Heinrich Lowe. And we have also got, thank you again for 10 out of 10 commentary, Hamish. Hope you get some good rest as well, says Scrum Lass. And yeah, hopefully you do enjoy the rest of your game, or the rest of your day as well. And we've got Bagat meaning good/excellent as well, says Jimbo. So I feel like, yeah, I'll be able to pick up quite a few words throughout these live streams as well. And maybe I will, the Bulls know about losing to other teams is absolutely bad. Let the Kiwi teams play is what Your Highness said that this one translated to. That means the Bulls are top dog and we don't take any nonsense as well. And doesn't know from losing the other teams. Let the Kiwi teams play as well. Thanks, buddy. Much appreciated. And thank you very much from Scrumless. Okay, so I am okay with both of those comments as well. I thought that maybe there would have been something bad about the fact that I wasn't actually able to show the game throughout. But yeah, thank you very much for translating those for me. And I am relieved to see that they weren't anything bad as well. Thanks, buddy. Much appreciated. Hashtag the Bulls as well, says Rodwell. But nonetheless, I think that is almost going to be the end of this live stream. I do thank you all very much for tuning in. Hope you did enjoy. I will be going to bed probably a bit soon. Same meaning, but as well, says Bertie. But at this stage, maybe I will be doing a post-match review of this one with a South African. I might be able to find one at a current hour that is a decent hour in South Africa as well. Damn, the Bulls wallop the Sharks. Damn, as well, says Simp Slayer. Yeah. And then getting the bonus point for the 4th try being scored in the 79th. We got your back, Jack Lowell, said Your Highness as well. And yeah, I do appreciate you guys in the chat who are helping me out for these games with the pronunciations of names, and also, just making this a fun environment to be able to watch rugby in. And that's one of those things, cheers, we're going to celebrate now, says Adrian as well. So yeah, a lot of happy Bulls fans, that is for sure. But nonetheless, that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you all very much for tuning in, and I hope to see you all next week for another couple games of the Rainbow Cup, maybe, and also we will have Super Rugby Trans. That's with all of you. Be sure to take care, and thanks for watching.